What's up to anybody who's in here already? How's everyone doing? Hope everybody's having a better day than me. Let's see. I'm about to win. Gotta keep an eye on this thing. Where am I? How's everybody doing? If you're in here, nobody's here yet, so that's good. That's a good thing. Hey, Kim Tone, what's up, the future? Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Which microphone can you hear me on? Can you hear me on this microphone? Is it louder? Or can you hear me here? Nope, it's not working from here, is it? I don't know why, and it's driving me nuts. Give me a second, guys. I've had a bad day, and I'm way behind. Way behind. I got oil and grease on my glasses, even. I don't know. You pot smokers will like my shirt. Let's see. Let me do some editing here real quick. I gotta turn on my commercials so at least I can make a little bit of money, right? You know how that goes. What the heck? Why'd you turn yourself back off? Right on, Truth. Right on, big guy. Hold on. We're getting to it. What's up, Maddie and Courtney EFO, bitty? You know, I struggle with your name, too. I was going to call you B. How about that? If that's alright with you. Alrighty, let me... I'm almost done doing what I got to do, guys. Take stuff to prep for the show. You love the shirt? You guys love it? I know, right? It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, they're roasting Ted Wheeler. We gotta go right to this, because then I can feed my dogs real quick, too. Because I just barely got back from the parts store. You guys are not gonna believe the shitty day I'm having. Let's see. Alright, let's go to this. Let me find this. Brownie. Hi, mamas. You're a good girl. Yes. I know, Dad was outside all day, huh? And you guys didn't get to go with. Oh, now it's gone. Dude, I logged it on the other one and it showed it. Let's see. It was live, too. Let me filter. Dude, that sucks. It was right on there. Oh, here we go.
Yes, I even got the majority looking at Ted. Do you keep your campaign promises? Campaign promises. Yes.
All right, let me set it up so you guys can see it.
You are banished from this climbing route and must start over. Yeah, woohoo! And in a poof, the 3 Cheerios were transported back to the base where they first started. The very next morning, they rose with the sun and strapped on their climbing gear.
There we go.
Are y'all endangering every Portlander by continuing your political careers and instead should use your exorbitant amounts of wealth to give land back, fund non-police emergency systems, and ensure we get permanent roofs over all of our heads? Asked the guide at the base. Thank you. We get that all the time, said Ted. At exactly 8 a.m., they started climbing the Cheerio box wall. As the 3 Cheerios scaled the cardboardy terrain, Ted assured the other two, no other obstacles would get in the way. I used $150,000 from my More Money, Less Problems fund to pay off anyone trying to stop us. Hooray! They cheerioed. The 3 climbed and climbed, sweating and forming blisters turning into calluses, upwardly failing as their white male privilege rocketed them towards the top. Their little Cheerio fingers clung to the edge of the box, and they hoisted themselves into the biggest and loudest party they could have ever imagined. They made it! Boo! As they entered captured. They were relieved when they refused to mask up and no one gave them grief. Boy, I sure am thirsty, Sam said. Yeah, me too, said Ted. Just then he saw the cutest girl Cheerio. Hey, you look like my ex-wife. Oh, you look like a war criminal, she retorted. Can I get you a drink? Where do I get in line for some punch? Slowly backing away, she shouted over the music. Oh, honey, there is no punchline. Thank you. Thank you very much. MCs and ready to be swept away.
Thank you.
Thank you. Oh yeah, woohoo! Thank you.
Hey guys, give it up for one more time.
Oh, this little fucker.
I got caught in a moment when I was up there.
I still want to fuck this little fucker up.
I wonder what Ted Wheeler's favorite milkshake flavor is. Peanut butter? Let's get a toe. If you think it's peanut butter, raise your hand. All right, hold on. If you think he just enjoys a regular old Andy No milkshake, raise your hand. That is the correct answer here. You guys, your next performer, you guys know this next performer very well. In fact, you may have even heard him talking shit to the feds in the voice of Barack Obama. Chris Wise, come on up, man.
Shit, Chris is so funny.
Yeah, I want to fuck this little fucker up. I go to jail for beating him up.
It's not that exciting. So, hi, my name is Chris Wise. The police shot me in the head one time. Since then, I've had to write a lot of things down. So I wrote most of this down. I'm sorry about that. On the work. Awesome. Alright. So, as we can all agree, Ted Wheeler sucks, right? Like Kirby, man, get it right. Ted Wheeler sucks right enough that somebody would like walk up to your door and try and sell you a vacuum about how hard Ted Wheeler sucks. But that is not any of the jokes. I did not grow up in Oregon, so I do not know if this is a shared experience between all of us millennials, but like, who remembers playing Oregon Trail growing up when the teachers were trying to convince us to like, you got computer time because they were worried you just weren't going to figure out how the fuck computers work? So Oregon Trail was a game that we used to have to play for any of you Zoomers. That basically lets you know that white folk, basically lets you tell white folk what to do until all of your friends and family got dysentery. And that is what Ted Wheeler does. It's essentially his MO. Edward Tevis Wheeler looks like he cooks exclusively with unsalted butter. Butter that he would never use on his steamed vegetables, just purely steamed vegetables, stop hanging for pussies. Tevis looks like he drank a Mike's Hard Lemonade one time in college before getting wasted and starting a sentence with, I'm not a racist, but... he has since graduated shitty IPAs and dropping the pre-qualification. Ted Wheeler looks like anthropomorphic mayonnaise. Ted Wheeler looks like he regularly eats at Applebee's. Ted Wheeler looks lactose intolerant from a distance. I'm sure that you've all seen the picture of him tear gas, but he actually didn't get touched by himself. That's just the first time he ever tried to smoke a weed. The PPP, if you didn't know, has just under a 4% clearance rate for cases. That is, cases that they get to send to the DA, not cases that somebody was actually guilty. If we account for people who are actually guilty, it's actually about 2%, which is ironic because that's also his clearance rate with the fine woman of ChristianMingle.com. Or Farmers Only, I don't know what he does. He probably has like a fucking fake Black People Meet account. I'm not sure. Tevis looks like what I imagine the creator of the Bop to look like, which is ironic given that's his policy for a mental health intervention. Tevis has a hard time relating to people because his parents actually named him Edward Tevis Wheeler.
Really?
Yeah, that's his legal name. My name is Christopher Stephen Wise. How the fuck that guy get a name whiter than me? That man's legal name makes him sound like the villain in a made-for-TV Disney Channel original movie. You have to get it right. Tevis looks like the type of man to ride a police force with like both of his legs on one side. Not the correct way to ride a horse, sir. Tevis makes his DJ girlfriend cut the crust off his sandwiches. That's not a joke, that's just a fact. I'm not here to kink shame, but like, Ted Wheeler's persona is a pigeon. Tevis is effectively what we would have gotten if we had all got together and voted in a warm can of Old English for mayor. Tevis is scared of the numbers. Once again, not a joke, just a fact. That joke is also because he's scared of the number of lawsuits against the PPP, but somehow not the number of offices that are somehow functionally illiterate since they can't read a fucking TRO. If you don't know what that is, that's a temporary restraining order that says that they're not allowed to shoot near any of our fantastic press members. I'm marrying that guy. Ted Wheeler is the inspiration for the joke that you may or may not have heard me say, where PPP strictly has missionary sex in the dark through a hole in the sheet, like God intended, except he's dating a DJ now, so there's probably some sick purple LED lights underneath his bed. I'm willing to bet dollars to donuts that nigga has a fucking Lightning McQueen race car bed that we should fuck this DJ girlfriend on in missionary position through a hole in the sheet with the lights up. As God intended. Ted Wheeler regularly eats unflavored rice cakes on conference calls. The last joke I have written is just Ted Wheeler is the fucking Goblin King. Like, answer his riddles free and you won't be an arrestee. I don't know what he does. I don't know what this man does in his regular life. Just, he goes home, watches Minecraft tutorials for 6 hours, fucking thinks about how confusing black people are with our fucking fantastic hair and propension to making art better. Like, I don't know how the fuck this dude. But anyways, I'm Chris Wise. That's probably my time. We've got a couple people front open mic. My name has been said before that there is lots of information on how to recall the mayor that you can find by following Recall PDX on Twitter. Did I get that right? Yeah. Total Recall PDX. Yep. Yeah. Talk to them. Understand how your government works. Be nice to the people around you. I know sometimes that's hard because we're all dicks. I'm a dick. I get it. But try to be nice to the people around you. Try to fucking move forward with concepts of kindness. And talk to those people. Talk to them about how talk to Wheeler, because Ted Wheeler's face looks like fucking Jesus Christ. That dude looks like unflavored brandy. He looks like one of those kids when you were in high school who just poured sugar into the milk before pouring the cereal in after the milk. Like, what the fuck, dude? Did your parents just not let you live your life? I'm gonna get off the mic until somebody. Thank you. Somebody help me not tell dumb jokes. Thank you.
I love you.
Once again, my name is Tom Relay. I'm the host because I'm the only black person not even chemical. We're just going to have a talk about about Ted Wheeler having a lot of money, and I want to put that to bed right now. Ted Wheeler is worth $1.5 million. Did some research today. Here's 5 people who are worth more than Ted Wheeler: David Blaine, Paula Abdul, Flavor Flav, the mayor of Seattle, and Snooki. So that's not really impressive to me. It's not really impressive to me. The next guest we have is somehow the LRAD 2021, baby! What's going on here? What do I do? I'm good?
This is the DJ Elrad with the Portland Police Bureau. This assembly has been declared a roast. Prepare for deployment of spicy burns about Ted Wheeler. Ted Wheeler is so white, he makes Mitt Romney seem like Eminem. Ted Wheeler used to be a Republican. He still is, but he used to be too. I heard Ted got a girlfriend recently. These are 3 dates I'd rather have before I went out with Ted Wheeler. I would rather see the Indy 500 with Glenn Taylor. I would rather drink tea with Andy No forever. I would rather be alone in the woods with Alan Swinney and it's dark and raining and windy and very cold and we only have one sleeping bag and he just looks so warm. Thank you. Now it's time for DJ Elrad After Hours. Ted Wheeler is 58 years old and can't find a clitoris. That's the whole joke. Fuck you, Ted. That was DJ Elrad After Hours. Finally, we know you're supposed to say something nice about Ted at the end, so here goes. At least he keeps traveling back in time from the future to try and fix this fucked up city. How else do you think we got Dan Ryan and Sam Adams? That is thirst to the north and the west.
Give it up for the Elrad! Y'all laugh, but after this summer, I could not get hard unless I hear that noise. So it's really comforting to be back in that situation. Our next performer is Sin. Woo! Make some noise. There we go. Hey.
If it's not Tim, just Wayne Tiga. So I tried to write something serious because, you know, he's a war criminal, but I had an existential crisis. So I wrote what I'm calling the existential crisis. It's weird, as it should be. So. Tear gas Teddy isn't ready for what's steady. Ain't getting heady. Probably got the COVID. His mama ain't got no bit of the shit that she was talking. But wait, hold on. No one wants to know about that conception. Edward Travis Wheeler his only misdirection. Leading Nazis, fascists up our streets. He owns nothing. That white man is a thief. Land back, fuck off. Kicking Tevis out faster than last year's tax write-off. Tevis wonders to himself, is Daddy really Daddy, or is he just the man who pays for boarding school? What Papa Mustard Porsche not substitute absent love? But wait, what the fuck, no one cares about that white man's problem. Those rancid affairs, Edward Tevis Wheeler. What is a Tevis? Is a Tevis a queef mixed with a fart that never really happens? Is that what surely has happened to this person?
Alright guys, I'm about to shut this stupid shit off.
What is a man if not a Tevis? No, that doesn't sound right. I think that's wrong. A Tevis does as a Tevis is, and a Tevis tear gases an entire town for the sake of fascist fun. But what is fun, and who is this Tevis, and why must we know his name? Edward Tevis Wheeler is a despicable human being that deserves.
Alright, let's get that shit off of here. These people are so stupid. I'm sorry I made you go through that so I could go put on my freaking... feed the dogs. Gonna have to get me a... in honor of them going after the ice, I figured I'd wear my ice hat today that Ben got me. Yeah, no. How is everybody? Let's see who's all in here today. What's going on, everybody? I was listening from the thing, and those are some stupid, idiotic jokes they were telling. The only thing funny about that crowd is how funny they sound. Because they're so stupid. Alright, let's see. Let me get caught up on the comments. Hey, Big JP, are you who I think you are? Just curious. Let me know. Send me a message on Telegram if you're who I think you are. What's up, Johnny, Carol, everybody that's in here? Who else is in here? Let's see. Drew. I always get it wrong. Is that Mally or Molly? I'm not sure. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing good today. It's been a long freaking day for me. I'm not feeling good at all. Everything that could go wrong went wrong today. I go to put in my brakes the first side, no problem. Go to the other side, go to put in the brakes on the passenger side, and I didn't realize that I put each brake, one kind of goes over where the hub is, so it has to have a curve in it. And I thought they all had the curve in it, but they didn't. So I put two curved sides on one side, and when I went to go put it on the other side, didn't work. So I had to go back to the other side. I had to put the wheel back on, put everything back together, drop the truck down, go to the other side, lift the driver's side back up, take the wheel off, take the brakes apart, take just the one brake pad off, swap it, put everything back down. Then I went to the other side, and then when I went to go take the whole when I went to go push the caliper in, because what happens with your brakes it's got these little pistons that pushes out, so that's what stops you. Well, they get smaller and smaller as your brakes wear down, so you got to push them back out so that we can put the new thicker brakes in. Went to go do that, and one of the barrels popped out. So I went to go put the barrel in, and it broke the seal. So I had to ride my scooter 2.5 miles to go get a new brake caliper. I got there, and then I came back home, and guess what? I lost one of the bolts that hold the brake caliper in. So I called Napa to ask them if it was there, if I put it, because you have to replace your core. It's like, did I put that with my core? They're like, no, it's not here. So then AutoZone was a little bit closer, and I figured just for I normally do Napa, but because they have OEM parts, but I went just for the bolt, figuring, it's just a bolt, I'll go to AutoZone. And guess what? They gave me the wrong bolt. So then I had to go all the way back a third time to go get the bolt. And I just barely got back now. So I got one tire off my truck sitting out on the street right now in front of my house. So yeah, it sucks. Not a good day. And then, I don't know, I'm just in a weird funk today. I'm just not feeling good. I don't know. I feel lonely, but I don't. I don't know what it is. I'm just not feeling good. Anyways, let's see what's in the news today. How about that? Let's see what's going on in the news, because we don't want to hear that stupid Portland Antifa shit. I just want to go up there. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to sneak up to Portland, and fucking, I know Antifa's watching me, but they're not going to know when I'm going to go. And you know what I'm going to do? Instead of taking my scooter, I'm going to go in my wheelchair, and I'm just going to roll up to that little crippled motherfucker Wills who keeps talking shit, and I'm going to knock that motherfucker out. No bloody knuckles. My arms are too strong. I know how to frickin'... Although I did break my tire iron, because whoever put the frickin' lug nuts on before me, like, totally wrenched it down. So I pulled so hard that I broke my fucking tire iron. I mean, you can still kind of see my muscles popping out today. It's just one of those days. So I'm just gonna fucking, I don't know. It's just one of those days. I don't like this hat. I don't like how it sits on my head. I really don't. Let's see. This one's probably not much better. Let's see if my Border Patrol hat looks better. It's got these indentations in it. This one looks even worse, doesn't it? That's alright. It's in memory of Border Patrol and Ice Day today. Yeah, if I go in my wheelchair, because think about it, they're going to expect me to come on my scooter, right? Bring the dog, he can pull you. No, actually, Tara said she wants to go with. I don't know if I want her going with me, because I don't want to put her in danger. But she's like, I'll push you. But nah, I don't think I'm going to take her. I don't want to eat THC because last time I did my show on THC, I ate food that I wasn't supposed to eat. And then I gained 3 pounds. So I am not doing that. I'm not going to do that. Alright. Let's get to some freaking news here. Oh, let's see. So we got our final juror today. And they didn't even need this juror. It's juror number 15. I don't know, Big J. Hey, Big J, are you who I think you are? Are you who I think you are? Are you on the East Coast? I think you're who I think you are. I don't know. Her boyfriend is in here. He would probably know. Let me see. Let me see if she's in here. She sometimes sneaks in here. Nope. She's not in here. You like the green hat? I don't know. I just don't like these. I don't like how it looks. Maybe if I make it bigger. Maybe that'll go away. Nope. They still don't go away. Fuck it. We're gonna put this hat on. I like this hat better. This hat looks way better. No, actually, Johnny, I haven't even ate my breakfast yet. I haven't had a thing to eat all day. Haven't had a thing to eat all day today. That's why I'm looking so skinny. And actually, to be honest with you, I only eat the breakfast you give me, the salad, and my chicken. I don't have my second meal. I don't have my third meal of the day. I haven't been eating a third meal for the day for a long time. Which one makes me look violent? This one? I can put my police hat on. I got too many hats. I got those micro wrinkles in the hat. Is that what it's called? Micro wrinkles? You know what I should do is, I should get the Jesse James look to where you curl the hat up like this. And, anyways, let's do the news. It's time. Because I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight. Because I still got to go outside and I got to go outside and put my tires back on, put my brakes back on. Green is violet? I thought smart people were green. Alrighty, let's see what's going on in the news today. Oh shoot, I haven't been watching Twitch. Let's see who's over in Twitch too. Nobody's in Twitch, good. So I didn't miss anything. So about the shooter, they found out who he was, right? They found out who he was. 10 people, and we found out 10 people were murdered in that thing. 10 people, including a police officer, were killed after a gunman opened fire at a grocery store in Boulder, Colorado on Monday. Dozens of local officers and federal agents swarmed a King Soopers grocery store after responding to an active shooter called just before 3. Here, let's watch the video. Did you guys see that? I can't show the video because we got kicked off yesterday for showing the video about the guy who was actually inside showing it. Like, no joke. He was actually inside the store showing it. This is no good. Who cares about this? I thought it was going to be something good. I will also share that we got tremendous support from our fellow law enforcement agencies, the FBI, fuck the FBI, ATF, and other Denver metro agencies, stated Commander Kerry Yamaguchi of the Boulder Police Department. I know, I've been calling all kinds of I called like 3 different lawyers and left messages, and nobody called me back about suing the FBI to get my shit back. Because I found out what they did. They illegally took my shit because I'm an official journalist. I got an official White House fucking press pass, which they took, by the way. I mean, you can't say I'm not a journalist if the White House gives me a press pass. If they run that number, it's going to say Eddie Block on that fucking press pass. So, you can't tell me I'm not an official journalist because they don't just give fucking White House press passes to nobody. You know what I mean? So they have broken the law by taking my shit, and I think they're doing it just to fuck with me. I know, I'm not in a great mood today. It's just one of those days. Been a long day. Let's see. SWAT teams were positioned around the building and on the roof to secure the situation and usher people to safety. Officers said that the suspects... can't even do that. The suspected gunman was wielding a patrol rifle. What's a patrol rifle? Before being escorted out of the store in handcuffs. The suspect was injured and taken to the hospital, but he remains in police custody. Police confirmed one of the victims was a 51-year-old officer Eric Talley, who joined the Boulder Police Department in 2010. Yeah, you can sue the federal agency. I have some other people that are... I have a lawyer working on it, but they're lagging big time, so I need to find a better one. Let's see. Law enforcement office... let's see, where was it? Where was I? 51-year-old... The other victims have been identified as Denny Strong, Nevin Stanistic, Ricky Olds, Talona Bartokiak, Terry Leaker, Suzanne Fountain, Kevin Mahoney, Lynn Murray, and Jody Waters. Why do they put the easy names at the end? Why do they put the easy names at the end? Their ages range from 20 to 65 years old. Law enforcement office officials in Boulder honored the fallen police officer Monday night. What about... I honor the police officer, but what about the people who died? I mean, come on. They held a procession off. According to police chief... Talley has served with the department in several roles that support the community in Boulder Police Department. He is survived by his wife and 7 children. Wow. That's a lot of kids. That's a lot of kids. During a press conference Tuesday, Colorado police identified the suspect in Monday's grocery store shooting as 21-year-old Ahmed Al-Alawai Al-Asian. And you know, I heard that Crowder, I was listening to Crowder today while I was working on my truck, and they found him on Instagram. So let's look this dude up on Instagram. Let's look this fool up on Instagram, unless they took it down already. But then I guess they can't, can they? I guess he can't, because if he's in jail, he doesn't have his phone, so he can't be looking that shit up. Or deleting shit. Let's see. Let's see. Is this him? Let's see, where is it? UFC champion straight from Russia. That doesn't, what the heck? I don't think this is the right one. This can't be it. Let's do a search on him. Because they didn't, I don't think they showed it on Crowder. Because I don't think they wanted to get in trouble. Well, let's just type in this way. Let's type in Instagram. See if we can find it. I guess not. Okay, never mind. I tried. Maybe I'll find it tomorrow and I'll show it to you guys tomorrow. He has also been charged with 10 counts of murder, but no motive has been found at this point. Authorities said Alyssa was transported to a hospital after suffering from a leg wound during the incident. He has since been booked in a Boulder County jail. His brother identified him as the bloody man being led away in handcuffs by police. According to arrest documents, he had a green tactical vest and was armed with a rifle as well as a semi-automatic handgun. More guns were reportedly found following a search of his home. How much you want to bet that they're going to use that real quick to say, oh my God, we can't have guns anymore. We got to ban guns. I'm surprised it probably hasn't come out of anybody's mouth yet. You know, bunch of bullshit. How much you want to? How much you want to? You want to do some conspiracy theory shit? How much you want to bet the Democrats paid them to do this? How much you want to bet? They're doing this because they want to take our guns away, and they're having trouble right now. Think about it. Let's think about this. Let's talk this out, right? So the government's having trouble right now. They're worried about not being able to pass the bill to get rid of our guns. Right? So, what's their best way of doing that? Let's scare the shit out of everybody by having a whole bunch of shooters, active shooters coming out. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Right? I mean, come on. Yeah, you can drop the link, but they already did, Drunk? Of course they did. Of course they did. Alex showed it all on InfoWars. Yeah, but see, he's on InfoWars. He can do that. I am not on InfoWars, so I can't. When you're on YouTube and Twitch, there's a whole bunch of shit you can't do, right? And that's some of it. They said he bought his gun only 6 days ago? Really? Sorry, I'm in pain. I gotta take a whole bunch of Advil, guys. 4 will help me out a little bit. What's up, Steve Pence? Is John Wick here? There's already a law that says in Colorado you can't have more than a 28 to 29 bullet clip. Colorado girl, you get a lot more than we do, because here in California, I think, what is it, a 12? I don't think, no, it's got to be 7, right? I don't know. I don't even think you can have a 15 clip. Oh, wait a minute. I already went right on. Look at the next news that popped up. Look at the next news that popped up. Gosh darn it. What am I doing here? Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. That's what I was doing. Biden exploits the Colorado shooting in effort to get gun control passed. Look at that shit. Did we not see that coming or what? Let's see. Joe Biden has exploited the deadly Colorado shooting as an opportunity to call for more gun control, which is really freaking sad, right? This is not the time. This is not the freaking time. You know, let it pass a couple days. On Tuesday, Biden spoke at the White House and called for a ban on what he called assault-style weapons and high-capacity magazines. He went on to urge Senate lawmakers to immediately pass a pair of gun control bills, which the Democrat-led House approved in early March. The White House said Biden had considered executive action on gun control, while he admitted that not all the facts regarding the massacre were out, including the suspect's motive and even weapons he used. Biden insisted on calling for new gun measures. I don't need to wait for another minute, let alone another hour, to take on common sense steps that will save the lives in the future and urge my colleagues into the House and the Senate act. Right? What about Chicago? Chicago, you're not allowed to have a gun. There's more murders in Chicago than anywhere else, I think, right? Right? Am I wrong or am I right? I think I'm right. Where's the truth at? The truth would be able to tell us. We can ban assault weapons and high-capacity magazines. We can close loopholes in our gun background check system. This is not a partisan issue. It's an American issue. Yeah, and as far as I know, the Americans are allowed to have whatever guns and as many guns as they fucking want. Right? Don't take away my Second Amendment. You know, I only have a shotgun right now, but I believe in guns. And as soon as I move to Texas, I'm buying a whole shitload of guns, because that's why another reason why I want to go to Texas. Because in Texas, you can have whatever the frick gun you want. Right? Matt Ruth, I lost all my guns in a boating accident. Biden claims gun control is not a partisan issue, but an American issue, and that would save lives. He made these comments despite reports of escalating violence and deadly shootings in major U.S. cities with some of the strictest gun laws. Right? Let's see what this has to say.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Hupp, thank you very much for
I hear Ted
telling
Cruz.
your story. Your story is powerful. You and I have known each other a long time. Your story is one that I believe anyone assessing the horror of gun violence needs to hear and needs to confront. And Ms. Hupp, what I would ask you is many members of this committee believe that the right policy decision is to enact strict federal laws to make it harder for law-abiding citizens to own firearms. Do you believe, in your experience, in your judgment, that disarming law-abiding citizens makes our communities any safer?
I absolutely believe that disarming the average citizen makes for a much more unsafe society.
Thank you.
Now your wheelchair-bound grandmother cannot protect herself from the thugs who want to take her Social Security check. If she has a weapon, now she's on equal footing.
Hell yeah, give Granny a shotgun.
Mr. Chen, gun sales in the United States skyrocketed in 2020, including among minority groups. According to the National Shooting Sports Foundation, firearms sales during the first half of 2020 increased year over year by 51.9% for whites, 58.2% for African Americans, 49.4% for Hispanics, and 42.9% for Asian Americans. Why do you think that is?
Thank you, Senator, for the question. The fear in the Asian American community is palpable, and it's real, and Asian Americans are waking up to the fact that we are Americans and we have the right to exercise our right to self-defense. And if we want to use a firearm, that should be our choice. And it shouldn't be up to the government to decide or determine how and when we decide to defend ourselves. So I want to send a very clear message to Asian Americans that we are Americans too. And we should be exercising every single one of our rights as American citizens, and I want everyone to speak up and contribute to this critical debate and discussion that we're having today about keeping our country safe and happy, and let everybody live the American dream that we all want and we aspire to attain.
Thank you, Mr. Chang. I think that was a powerful and important message.
That's what y'all need.
Do you believe that the right to keep and bear arms is a civil right? And to what extent do you think the
Just that
additional
sound,
firearms
right?
purchases last year were motivated in part by the riots we saw across the country as city after city in
All
our,
you
in our
gotta
country
do.
burned, as
You hear
stores
that?
were
People
looted,
run.
as police officers were murdered? To what extent do you think individual citizens wanted to be able to protect their own homes and their own businesses and their own families in the wake of the violence they were seeing unfold across our country?
Yeah, putting the pieces together, a constant stream of civil unrest, of buildings and homes being burned, of people of all races being attacked, the stress of being quarantined during COVID, talk about defunding the police, demoralizing law enforcement, encouraging them to retire early or just quit altogether, because why would a law enforcement officer want to put their life on the line for a public that doesn't want them? I can empathize with that. And so, put on top of that, the 149% increase in anti-Asian American violence, you betcha. Asian Americans are putting all these pieces together, just like all Americans are saying, this is a more dangerous society that we've experienced over the past year, and that we're experiencing now. And unfortunately, it's only getting worse, and I don't want that, and nobody else wants that. But there is a logical conclusion that if you're going to defund the police, and if there's going to be increased violence, and if I need to be my own first responder, that I need to have a firearm to defend myself and my family.
Okay, thank you. Final question, Ms. Hupp. A couple of weeks ago, I introduced an amendment along with Bill Cassidy that would have provided that the $1,400 stimulus checks going out from the government not go to criminals, not go to criminals who are currently incarcerated, not go to mass murderers and rapists and child molesters, who are currently in prison. We voted on it on the Senate floor. Every Senate Democrat voted no, and it's failed by a single vote, which means if even a single Democrat had supported that amendment, we would not be currently sending U.S. taxpayer checks to violent criminals, including mass murderers, including presumably the shooter in Atlanta, the shooter in Boulder, including the shooter in the Mother Emanuel Church in South Carolina, including potentially the shooter in Santa Fe and other mass shooters who are currently incarcerated. Ms. Hupp, what do you think of the federal government sending $1,400 checks to mass murderers who carried out acts of gun violence?
So let me get this straight. I don't get a stimulus check. One of my sons doesn't get a stimulus check, but the murderer does. I'm shocked. I'm horrified. I cannot understand what possible reason anyone would have to vote against that, Senator Cruz. I don't get it.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Alright, so you guys are all asking. I'll tell you what it is. It's a Remington 870. That's what it is. And I loaded, so it holds 8 rounds. I got 3 double buckshot. Then you put in a, oh my god, why is my brain freezing? Then you put in a, oh my gosh, why is my brain freaking freezing right now? Anyways, but yeah, it's a 12 gauge. So I put in double buckshot, right? And then I have a, why is my brain freezing? What do you call it? I mix it. I don't just have double buckshot in there, because they might be running away, and you might not hit them, right? So you got to put a slug in there. That's what it is. So you have You get 3 double buckshots, which just spread everywhere. And then if you go to your freaking single slug and you pop them with their slug if they're a little far away, or if their buddy's coming from far away, right? So yeah, love that sound. But that's my Remington 870. Yeah, I think I only paid like $400 for it. That was including the fees, and this looked like I bought it like 10 years ago though. So I am eating. I was eating when the video's playing. All right, after the briefing, Biden once again refused to answer questions from reporters. No shit, Sherlock. I am eating. I'm eating my spinach. All right, let's see. What's next on the news? They're still dealing with this filibuster stuff. McConnell on the filibuster. Far left want more power. Of course they do. That's all they want, the ultimate power, right? Let's see. Oh, I get brain farts all the time. I've done way too many drugs, way too much alcohol, and had way too many operations. Think about it. Can you imagine all the drugs they've given me while I've been in the hospital? I've been on every fucking painkiller you can imagine. When you have an 18-hour back surgery, they give you some real good drugs when you get out of that. Speaking of knives, where is it? Oh yeah. Seeing if that doesn't scare him, you can always mess with my rusty machete. And remember, we cut a lemon with this cucumbers with it yesterday. It's still freaking sharp. This thing is no freaking joke. This is what I told that dude who messed up my scooters that I was going to cut his faggot nuts off with and feed to Penelope. My nice rusty fucking machete. That, and then you always got my buddy from the Goonies gave me this one. Nice little, look at that freaking, can you guys see the, oh my gosh, what? Dude, I must be out of it today. I can't even think of what the name of the freaking, the metal is. Damascus, that's it. Damascus. Alright, let's read the rest of the stuff. His comments came as West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, a Democrat, of course, and Arizona Senator Kristen Sinema, another Democrat, have said that they oppose getting rid of the filibuster. Democrats would need their votes along with the support from the 10 Republicans to move forward with their push. McConnell said the far left wants to gain power by changing the rules to accomplish their agenda. The same people who tried to overturn the certified election result over in the House who want to break Senate rules so they can override the election laws of all 50 states from right here in Washington, where they're trying to make it a state too, right? President Trump recently weighed in on the matter in an interview, warning that if Democrats abolish the filibuster, it would be a free-for-all for the party and catastrophic for Republicans. I think we're already screwed, folks. That's why I'm going to Texas, where at least it's pretty semi-conservative. Oh, shit, what did I just do? Control-Z. Will it come back? Nope, it won't come back. Alright, let's do this. Go to history. Oh. Never mind. I guess we didn't close it. Perfect. Spring Breaker's getting in trouble. You guys are having fun with this game, huh? I'm glad I added this game to your guys' night. Dude, I got 3 frickin' thumbs down already. So let's see. There's my stalker. Probably my ex-wife. Who would be the third person? Who would be the third person? Well, I don't care. You know what? I still get credit for you being in here, so it doesn't matter. A pair of spring breakers in Florida charged over suspected rape of a woman found dead in a hotel room. Holy shit. A pair of spring breakers in Florida face multiple charges in connection to the suspected rape and drugging of a woman found dead in a hotel room. 21-year-old I'm guessing it's Evoire Collier and 24-year-old Dorian Taylor were arrested Sunday after using 24-year-old Christine Engelhardt's credit cards at the Miami Beach Liquor. You mean you're going to rape somebody, you're going to murder them, and then they're going to be stupid enough to go buy alcohol with their freaking booze? A Revolutionary War, huh? We're going to have to see. We're going to have to see. Yeah, we're gonna have to sit at the border. Men visiting from Miami drugged and raped women who later died. Wow, look at them. Look at these two dumbasses. Because that's what they are, right? Just a bunch of dumbasses. You don't need to do that kind of shit. Why rape a woman? I mean, I understand why. Sorry, Blonde, I'm just now seeing you. There's a game in here, if you type in... I don't have... Do I still keep... The rules haven't been popping up. If you, type in like this and heist, and then let's say 100, you can play the game. And, or what's the other chat? You can play gamble, this, gamble, and then 100, and you can play the game. I think, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. And then there's, what's the other one? Slots. You can play slots for, you can bet points. And I lost the points. So there you go. Anyways, let's see. They were I'm trying to figure out when I'm reading the news, I can't see the chat from the other rooms. How can I do that? How am I going to do that? Kind of where. There we go. I can see now if people right. They were charged with sexual battery, burglary, credit card fraud, and theft. I mean, look at these two idiots. How stupid can you be that you rape somebody, you murder them, and then you go and freaking use their credit card to buy booze at the liquor store? Yo, man, let's go to the liquor store and get some fucking booze off of these dumbass chicks. Man, talk about stupid idiots, right? Serving and protecting. Over the past 6 weeks, Miami Beach Police Department has amplified its staffing to ensure community remains safe. Our efforts have yielded. While they had 1,050 arrests, 390 of those were felonies, 102 firearms seized, and 11,000... I'm not... You ate dinner already, dude. No. And over 11,000 traffic collisions in just 6 freaking weeks. You know what? These guys are making bank over there in Miami. No wonder they got gators driving around. Shit. She was basically staggering a little bit, and at one point, co-defendant Taylor held her behind her neck to basically keep her stable. Just disgusting. Is this her? Beautiful, kind, and would do anything for her friends. That's what we are hearing about from friends of Christine Englehart, a Bucks County native. She died during a trip. Wow. She's a good-looking young lady. Cállate, way. I'm not giving you no freaking snacks right now, dude. It's too early. Man, I still got oil in my eyes. Meanwhile, the suspects could also face manslaughter or murder charges if Englehart is determined to have died from the pill that one of the suspects admitted to giving to her. They already admitted to doing it. You think Biden is going to fly migrants to the north border to Trojan and Chinese troops? What, Donnie? All right, hold on. You want to... Here. Nope, you came near me. You're going to let everybody see you now. You guys want to see how big this monster's getting? Dude is a freaking monster. Huh, shithead. Yeah? No, you're not getting my salad. He actually, watch this. He'll eat my spinach. He likes spinach. There he goes. He's gonna go take off with the spinach now. That's all he wanted. He wanted the spinach. Little brat. Sexual battery. Oh my gosh. You want more already? You want some with the dressing on it? I can't believe that's the first dog I've ever met that likes spinach. Get blacked. Oh my gosh. You guys are bad in the chat room tonight. At least you're making me feel a little bit better. Alright. Oh, it's one I get to watch.
And a GOP PAC that secured 2 hard-fought victories for election integrity in Georgia, now gearing up to fight for election integrity in the 2022 elections. Here's One America's Caitlin Sinclair.
Senator Harvey, great to see you. It's been a while.
Yes, it has. Thank you for having me back. Appreciate it.
Of course, your PAC is doing some great work over there. We've seen some major election integrity victories. Can you give us an update on what happened with the election officials down in Georgia, and what are you guys now focused on?
You know, our PAC was previously the committee to defend the president, and on January 20th, when Biden got sworn in, we changed the name to the committee to defeat the president. And we were very instrumental in pushing for election integrity in Georgia during the special election in January for the 2 U.S. Senate runoffs. They were trying to block poll watchers from being able to watch what was going on. They were denying poll watchers from going in. And so our committee sued each one of those counties and forced the election supervisors to allow our watchers to be able to go in and to make sure that all of the military absentee ballots were voted correctly and counted correctly. And because of that, we won both of those lawsuits, and both of those election supervisors are no longer working. One was fired and one had resigned rather than having to face the consequences.
And we know those were the exact supervisors that were trying to stop Republicans at every turn to be able to observe what was taking place back then. Senator, what is it going to take between now and the 2022 election for some of these laws to change in other states, not just Georgia, of course?
I think every state across the country needs to look at what Georgia is doing. Every one of these states needs to pass similar legislation because they had similar situations where the secretaries of state were mailing out all mail ballots to voters all across the states, even though that was in violation of the state law. Or the state constitution. The state legislatures needs to tighten up those laws and say that you can't do it. In every state, there's different laws that need to be changed, and our goal is to put pressure on these Republican legislatures to make it happen.
Well, your work is sure far from done. I just want to announce for our viewers that the committee has already committed to expanding these efforts for the 2022 election cycle. So you're not going anywhere, Senator. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And if anybody wants to help us out, go to stopjoe.com.
Want to see
stopjoe.com. That's cool. Somebody said, was it Hemi said, let's have militia armed guards at the freaking ballot polls. They did that in Georgia. Watch. But it was for Stacey Abrams. Georgia guns at polling center. Let's see. See if they show it. Nope. What was it called? What were they called? What was the group called? Let's see if I can... I remember seeing it. Oh my gosh, why isn't this... I know it was there. It was a whole bunch of... I won't say what color they were, but you can probably guess. And it wasn't the Oath Keepers. What the heck? Let me see if I can find it. Stacey Abrams. Guns at polling centers. Do you guys remember that? Who remembers that? Am I the only one? Here we go. Members of the new Black Panther Party seen holding guns. Stacey Abrams sign. This is not the one I seen though. But I thought they were outside of the election ballots. Anyways, you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen it. You guys have probably seen it. If you don't receive your ballot from John Wick, you know it's fake. Use DuckDuckGo. Oh, another video so I could eat some more food. Mark Meadows told OAN that blaming President Trump for the border crisis is ignoring the numbers and facts. Of course, because it's not Trump's fault.
Former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows tells OAN that blaming President Trump for the border crisis is ignoring the numbers and facts. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
I wanted to ask you a little bit about immigration and the border situation because I know you had some experience with this from the inside. I want to read you, this is from an op-ed written by the former Acting Secretary of Department of Homeland Security, Chad Wolf, saying, clearly the president, meaning Mr. Biden, owns this crisis. His executive orders and his administration's public comments have enabled and encouraged the mad rush to our borders. The only real question is this mere incompetence or is it part of Biden's plan? I wanted to see what you make of that, sir.
Well, I mean, Secretary Wolf knows this issue better than most. Obviously, his involvement, Mr. Morgan's involvement, and others in our Customs and Border Patrol valiant public servants know this issue really well. The president not only was aggressive on this issue, but wanted to make sure we secured our southern border. And to see what is happening now is nothing short of incompetence. And to suggest that what we're experiencing on our southern border is somehow the fault of President Donald Trump is ignoring the facts and ignoring the numbers that we had out there when Secretary Wolf was actually serving in the administration. I find it extremely troubling to look at the number of apprehensions that we've had just in the month of February alone. To see that
good night, Molly, however you say your name. Molly, that's right.
Literally volumes that we've had commensurate with our last year in terms of the Trump administration.
There are provisions with regard, obviously, in H.R. 1 in terms of voting. Is this part of a plan somehow by the Democrats to somehow perhaps increase a natural constituency or develop a natural consistency so they would retain potentially control of the Congress, in your estimation?
Well, I think a lot of people have suggested that the open border policy is turning Texas and California and Arizona more, in one case, obviously turned it blue, in the other turning Arizona and Texas more purple. And so there's a natural inclination to believe that an open border policy is going to do more for Democrat elected officials and the Democrat Party than it does for Republicans. Now, part of that, I believe, is misinformed when you look at the way that President Trump performed not only in Texas but in South Florida. Most of those that come to the United States from other countries want to do so legally, and in fact, some of your staunchest advocates for a secure border are those that have gone through the legal process of immigrating here.
Are you surprised at how quickly I guess the Democrats and how quickly and aggressive they have been with a progressive lurch to the left in terms of the legislative priorities they've been forthcoming with? You have the COVID-19 package, which of course had a lot of extraneous provisions there which would redound to progressive causes. Are you surprised with the progress they've made?
I'm not surprised that they've moved quickly. What I am surprised at is the total denial that's coming out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue when it comes to enacting these progressive far-left policies. You know, Joe Biden was considered to be a left-of-center kind of senator, and was going to be this moderate president, is the way that he campaigned to convince people in Ohio and Pennsylvania and Georgia and Arizona that he was going to be this model of consensus building. And yet what we see is the lurch to the left that just shows that the Democrat Party is not the Democrat Party of 2 or 3 decades ago.
Mark Meadows, former Chief of Staff for the President of the United States, President Donald Trump, former member of Congress from the 11th Congressional District of North Carolina, and the former chairman of the House Freedom Caucus. Thank you so much for joining us on One American News, sir. It's good to catch up with you.
It's great to be with you, John. Thanks.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.
Alright, we're going to look up this video real quick before I go to our next news thingy-majigger. Let's see. Which one am I on? I'm on my right one. Okay. Roughly Antifa gets Let's see if that just does it. If I gotta type in the rest. Wiped out. Oh, this is 3 years ago, bro. That was from 3 years ago. Unless it's a different one. I've seen this one. It's just a guy walking down the truck. Let's see if it's recent. Or if there's a recent one. Are you talking about this one from like where the guy gets hit by a truck?
You saw that flag, right? With the cross on it? That's a known white supremacist symbol. So them going around pushing their Christianity on people who aren't even necessarily Christian, their obsession with their holiday, their obsession with freedom of speech marks that they want to hurt people.
All of you guys coming down here. This is new for this march for Patriot Prayer is going to be one of the first to just dedicate this whole day to Jesus. Okay?
Because they are more obsessed with their rights than they are the basic decencies that people deserve. Right. These people have a disdain for human rights.
This day ain't a dead day. This ain't no funeral. This is a party for our Lord and Christ Jesus Christ.
Communism will win. That's not a joke. That will happen. It will win because we must go down to a single-class society. Now, after capitalism, in its late stages as it is right now, we will move down to a one-class system called communism. Democratic and anarchist communism will be the ideology of the future. I'm right over here.
Here it goes. Hit by a truck right about now. Can you say instant karma? And then a patriot helps them. No. You want to see a good one? Hold on. What the heck? I'm not that high up anymore? You'd think I'd be like top level with this one. What the hell? Did I delete it? Where the heck is it? That kind of pisses me off. Let's go into my YouTube studio. Maybe I put it oh, you know what? Maybe I put it on. No, it's published. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You want to see somebody fly. Or somebody get hit. Hold on. Ready for it? Dude, he made the truck move. I never even noticed that before. There you go. All right, let's see. You guys want to see Minnie? I hear Minnie Antifa is wanted now by the cops. So. Oh, why did they go after him? Oh, they got him! Haha, they got many Tifa. What? No, I'm not giving you a treat right now. No. Not for you. No treat for you. No treat for you! Some of you guys might get that joke. Chinese American group condemns the left-wing critical. Like, remember last night, Ellen was saying there is no race theory or race wars right now. They've been the black people. She said herself. She's in San Francisco. The black people have been going after Asians for a long time. It's not just because of this local stuff. Our nation's oldest Asian American advocacy groups are taking a stand against left-wing critical race theory.
The nation's oldest Asian American advocacy groups is taking a stand against left-wing critical race theory. Here's One America's Hans Hubbard.
While the left seeks to infantilize minority populations through Marxist views on race, one of the oldest associations of Chinese Americans in the country condemns this philosophy as a racist attack on Asian American achievements. This was highlighted in a video by conservative commentator and former policy advisor to President Ronald Reagan, Dinesh D'Souza, himself a naturalized American citizen born in Bombay, India. D'Souza, responding to recent attempts by left-wing media to portray American society as inherently biased against Asian Americans, points to a statement released last month by the Chinese American Citizens Alliance of Greater New York, a century-old organization advocating on behalf of Chinese Americans, in which they unequivocally condemn the left's so-called critical race theory as an assault against Asian Americans.
One of the largest Chinese American organizations in America. This is the Chinese American Citizens Alliance of Greater New York, has come out forthrightly denouncing critical race theory, denouncing the left, and basically saying, and this is the crusher, that critical race theory is, quote, the real hate crime against Asians.
The statement by the Alliance does not mince words in its condemnation of the left's views on race, calling them a racist, repressive, discriminatory, and divisive ideology that is, quote, heavily influenced by such hate promoters as Marx and Lenin. Furthermore, they argue so-called critical race theory actually serves as a vehicle to discriminate against Asian Americans, as affirmative action and racial quota programs favored by the left more often than not seek to artificially bar Asian Americans from places at elite universities and other institutions.
This group, in fact, which was formed, by the way, more than a century ago, to fight against the anti-immigration and anti-Chinese policies, the Chinese Exclusion Act. And in what I think is very strong language, they recall that now, and they say that critical race theory, the race theory being promoted by the left, is, quote, today's Chinese Exclusion Act.
D'Souza goes on to argue, this is born out of the left's crusade against merit-based achievement in general, as they seek to upend the American system of rewarding talent and hard work in order to impose in its place a Marxist-inspired redistribution economy that rewards neither. Moreover, D'Souza points out, Asian Americans, who as a whole have the highest average incomes and attained education levels of any ethnic group in America, stand to lose much from the left's attempts at dismantling the very merit-based system that allowed for these accomplishments in the first place.
They're succeeding through merit, and the left's real target is merit itself. The left is now acting, in fact, this is the premise of critical race theory, that merit is the newest form of racism. And so the left is all about changing the standards. And no, let's not do normal math because normal math is racist.
Right now.
Let's not look at standardized test scores because standardized test scores are racist. Why are they racist? because some groups are doing better than others.
Finally, the Alliance's statement against so-called critical race theory offers a chilling reminder of what the alternative to America's system
leave her
could
alone
be,
then, dude.
describing an example from his school in
Good night, Johnny
California,
Yuma.
where students were explicitly told they lived in an inherently racist society and asked to rank themselves according to victimization categories in order to ascertain whether they were oppressors or oppressed. The Alliance cites a concerned Chinese parent who said the whole exercise, quote, reminded them of Mao's bloody cultural revolution. Hans Hobbart, One American News.
One American News.
Want to see more videos like this?
Telling you, you know, it's the Democrats. They don't want us all. The Democrats don't want us all together and working together, and so they're trying to separate the whites from the Asian, and they're doing it by freaking, you know, by doing this race shit, saying we're having race wars, and we're not. They're just trying to make it look that way so they can fucking divide us. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I give them all a fucking treat or not? I don't know why I'm cussing so much today. It's just been a bad day. Should I give them a treat? I'll let you guys decide. Hi, Genie. He's barking because he wants a treat. But if I give him a treat every time he barks, then he's going to get in the habit of it. See how he got quiet now all of a sudden? You guys think... Kim Tone says yes. You want a treat? He's like, I'm sitting. Alright, alright. Sugar, come get a treat, mamas. Jackie, wake up, papas. Alright, we got one for each of them. Brownie, get down. You know, Jackie. You know Jackie gets first because he's the oldest. Here, papas. Panda's next because she's the next oldest. Sugar! Brownie, sit. Sit down if you don't get it. There you go. There you go, Donnie J. He just swallowed it. We'll save Sugars for when she comes in. We'll save Sugars for when she comes in. Where's it? Here she comes. I hear her. Come on, Shug. Your little one's pulling on your hoodie. Yeah. Donnie is definitely spoiled. Like, come on, Sugar. Come here, mamas. I hear you out there. Freaking, so what Donnie does is, when I'm making his food, I start with the dry food first, right? And he'll just sit there quietly. And then as soon as I get out the packets of the pedigree wet food, he just starts barking at me like, don't forget to put my shit in, Dad. And then he eats it so fast, I gotta actually take a spoon and mix it up so he eats the rest of his food. Come on, Sugar. Sugar Hill. Sugar, you're not in trouble. She thinks I'm gonna take her outside. Come on, Sugar. She thinks she's gotta go outside. Here, mamas, look. Sugar. Come on. Come through the door. Oh, well. Oh, well. I'll save hers for later. Let's see what's next on the news agenda for today. After hours toxic battle between Britney's... Why did I freaking enter spot? Congressional action? How does Britney Spears and her dad's fight... Oh, wait, we gotta see this. I don't
So
get
joining me
this.
now with his perspective on conservatorships is former New York City Police Commissioner Bernard Carrick. So, Bernard, when we talk about conservatorships, right now it's the Britney movement. That's really what they're looking at right now. But it goes beyond just this pop star. It's something that now we see some action on Capitol Hill. What is the true, I guess, heart of this issue?
Mamas. Okay, sit.
Well, listen, you know, I wouldn't have known much about it, you know, and I've been in law enforcement 35 years. If it wasn't for Britney Spears, if it wasn't for this recent movie, I Care a Lot, I think the general public wouldn't know anything about it. But the reality is this kind of stuff goes on a daily basis all over this country. And I've gotten to know a lot about it, basically because I was retained by somebody that was having a problem in Alabama, and it's probably one of the biggest cases I've seen so far.
Yeah, and in fact, the Alabama Supreme Court is taking up that case, if I'm not mistaken, and of course, we would like to see maybe some action on a more high level, but that's certainly a big first step. I mean, the idea that a state Supreme Court is willing to at least review this situation, something that you point out. I mean, I had never really talked about this, heard about this too much either before these documentaries came out. So, regarding the Alabama Supreme Court and what it's looking at, what is the significance of that decision? What would it mean for this issue more broadly?
Oh,
well,
shit,
look,
sorry.
The case is about a woman by the name of Joanne Bashinsky.
I keep forgetting, guys.
Who was an elderly woman who had 2 employees that she fired, and immediately after she fired them, they went into court, got a conservatorship to come in and basically take over her finances, her charity, her entire life. And the problem that we have with this, and other people around the country are going through the same things. These events, they're completely incestuous. You have a probate judge that's related to the attorney that he assigns as a conservator. He's getting paid. In this case, in the Bashinsky case, one of the lawyers that the judge assigned is actually representing the judge or represented the judge in another case. And they're getting paid enormous amounts of money, and that comes out of the victim, that comes out of their finances. In the case in Alabama, Bashinsky case, you have a judge that awarded fees somewhere up in the range of about $165,000 between the conservator and the lawyers, and it just throws away this woman's money. It should be up to the family members to deal with this. But and I'm telling you, I see it in Alabama. I see a number of cases like this in Florida, all over the country. Now that it's come to light, people are paying attention.
And you're exactly right, because I've also seen other people issue their testimonials, from Florida in particular, and I think that's one of the reasons why Representative Matt Gaetz is getting involved. Jim Jordan from Ohio is also looking to review this practice as well, and I'm interested to get your take on this, because of course they are Congress people from the legislative branch. This seems like something that is, I don't know, maybe being fueled by the judicial branch, as you just laid out right there, but what can lawmakers in Washington do to really address this issue?
Well, I think there has to be accountability. Number one, when they find things that we're finding in Alabama, for example, and the problem with the Alabama case, it's not just Miss Bashinsky. There are several other cases that we've identified. Same judge, same conservator, same nursing home, same doctors. And it's this incestuous group of people that's making money over fist, and that money comes from the estates of the victims. And it's this is crazy. This is really crazy. And I give Matt Gaetz and Jim Jordan a lot of credit for taking this thing on, but somebody's going to have to do something about it. They have to be held accountable for their actions.
And, you know, you bring it up, and I know that you're not in the prediction business or anything like that, but as you point out, I mean, this is, as you say, an incestuous relationship when it comes to the people who are essentially making a lot of the decisions in the court system. So do you fear that perhaps without legislative intervention of some sort, that this won't ever go away, that this will always be a persisting problem? Because, quite frankly, the way it sounds, many of the people who are in control of this situation are also the people benefiting from these situations.
Well, I think it's a two-pronged process. There has to be accountability. And you know, what these people do, what these judges, the probate judges, the lawyers, the conservatives, the nursing home, the doctors, what they're doing, they walk a fine line along the ethical lines of the law. And the bottom line is they're doing it for profit. Shouldn't be. It's a crime. And I can promise you we're going to have issues in Alabama with regard to Bashinsky and others where there's criminal conduct. And that being said, the FBI, the Department of Justice, somebody has to come in and look at it. In the meantime, you need the judicial people, you need the politicians, the congressmen, the members of Congress to come in and do what they have to do to make sure that they can't continue to get away with this stuff.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because I mean, as you've laid out, it's not just Britney Spears who's affected, or the individual in Alabama. I mean, those are people who are representative of a larger issue that's taking place in this country. And when you really look at what is being taken away from them, I mean, it's the very things that we hold dear in this country: liberty, freedom, the things to really exercise the way you spend your money. I mean, as soon as you start losing those things, I totally understand why this is becoming a bigger issue. But Bernard Carrick, I really appreciate you coming on the show tonight and shedding light on this issue. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That's crazy. All these kid actors or actors or superstars or whatever they are, totally getting screwed over by their parents. I mean, remember back in the day? Remember what you talking about, Willis? What's his Arnold? From Different Strokes. His freaking parents took all his money. He made all that money on the Different Strokes and also on the Facts of Life and the other shows that he was on. And you see the little brat back there? You guys are talking about you want to get a puppy. Look at that brat right there. He's a brat. He was barking because Sugar was on the bed and he wanted on the bed. Are you guys sure you want a puppy? You sure? He likes to go and get into he likes to go lay in the bathtub and take my soaps and stuff outside. Heck, you know what else? He takes everything outside. He's got a little pile. I went out there yesterday. He's got a pile of shit. He's got socks. He's got underwear. He's got pants. He's got shirts. Whatever he can do, he goes and takes out there. If it's reachable to him, he thinks it's his, and he's got a big pile out there that I gotta go out there every other day and bring back in. Little brat. And then I'm trying to take a shower, and I lock him out of the shower. I didn't shut the door all the way. So you know what the little fucker does? He's scratching. I'm like, all right, Donnie's trying to get in. Next thing you know, I hear, boom! What he did is he knows that he's big enough to run into the fucking door, and he opens up the bathroom door so he can come in and then sit there and watch me take a shower. It's like, dude, he's a pain in the butt. And he still hasn't learned, he's learned to poop outside, but every once in a while he pees out inside. So freaking, last night he peed inside, so I kicked him out of the room for a minute, and Jackie, see, my big St. Bernard Jackie, he's freaking smart. He knows when I'm mad at a dog, that when I throw him out of the room, what he does is he'll go to the door, and he'll sleep in the door, and wouldn't let Donnie in. So for 15 freaking minutes, Donnie just whined and cried, because he wanted to come back in the bedroom, and be in the bedroom with me. So I finally got sick and tired of it, and had to tell Jackie to move, so Donnie could come back in. But Jackie's just chilling there at the door like, sorry, bitch. You ain't coming in. Huh, Jackie? Huh, old man? Huh? He's like, I may be old, but I'm still the biggest alpha dog in the house. But yeah, if you're gonna get a puppy, don't do like I did. I have a St. Bernard that I rescued from the pound, and I didn't get him as a puppy, so when I got a puppy, I actually bought a St. Bernard. Go rescue one from the pound if you can. There's tons of puppies at the pound. Go to the pound, pick out a puppy. That's the way to do it. I'm probably never going to buy another purebred dog again. I'll probably go to the pound again from now on. Who knows? You never know. I might buy one, but yeah, Jackie's a badass little freaking dog. He's always been the man in charge around here. Pretty much the bouncer, yeah. That's why if you ever hear them growling, it's because Jackie doesn't want him underneath the desk. And you can see him right now. You can tell he wants on the desk. Where is he? See him? He wants underneath the desk, but Jackie's right here just growling at him. Huh. One day he's going to be bigger than Jackie, though, so. Oh, yeah. For those who came in late, you guys like my shirt? I know some of you guys will like my shirt. The video gamers will like it. Alright. Yeah, but poor Britney Spears. I mean, all these actors. I mean, look. Well, Aaron Carter, his mom took all his money, too. Big time took all his money. No, I'm not going to let you underneath there. No more treats. Ooh, we're done with the news today. I didn't get a chance to look up any news on YouTube, though. Let's see if there's any news on here. You guys can watch with me. Let's see what we're doing here. What the heck is this stuff? Anti-Trump gay karaoke night crash by... They're still roasting that shit? Get down. What is this? I've never heard of this. Only 15 people watching. Breaking news. It's still all the Colorado stuff. Donnie, I'm not giving you a treat, dude. I'm going to put you outside in a minute if you don't knock it off. Yeah, that dude looks white, doesn't he? Alright, let's look at the trending. Then we'll go check out Twitch. Where is my trending? Am I blind or am I not seeing trending? Are you guys seeing trending? Normally right here. Where the heck is trending? That's weird. Let me refresh it, maybe it'll pop up. I'm not giving you nothing, dude. You're getting too spoiled. No, there's no trending. What the heck? Alright, let's do trending news. Let's see. Let's see what this one is about this today.
I look forward to understanding.
The U.S. Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, in interview after interview over the weekend, made clear the administration's policy on the southern border. Migrant families arriving seeking asylum would be deported to Mexico. But the message from the top is muddled by the reality on the ground. Temporary migrant processing centers seen in newly released video in Texas are overwhelmed, and thousands of families have been released into the United States in recent weeks. The varied handling of families is bewildering migrants and causing frustration among both immigration advocates and border agents. It has also left Democratic President Joe Biden open to criticism from Republicans that his mixed messaging at the border is encouraging more people to cross. Over the weekend, the U.S. announced an $86 million contract to house some migrant families deemed vulnerable in U.S. hotels for processing. The contract is part of a new program managed by nonprofit organizations as an alternative to federal family detention centers. Another example of the challenges and expensive solutions, some Mexican states are no longer accepting families with young children. The U.S. has thus put some families on jets and flown them from the Rio Grande to El Paso, where they are then sent across the border to Ciudad Juarez.
Why?
And the migrants, most of them from Central America, are still coming. One man from Honduras, who said his name was Marvin, told Reuters he was determined to make it to America.
The mission, God willing, is to arrive at the border and work there. Later on, we'll see if we can jump to the other side.
He said jump.
Where in the United States would you like to go? Wherever God takes us. We don't have a set place to go. Wherever we land, that's where we will stay.
What, Donnie J? Why are you being a brat today? Who is David Dobrik? And why is this news?
Natalie Maridueña speaks out about allegations involving David Dobrik and the Vlog Squad. The YouTuber's former assistant turned business partner has issued a statement saying, "I spent a lot of time thinking about the recent allegations, and because of the severity, it's taking me time to process. Like many of you, I'm upset and angry and do not condone the behavior detailed in the article or any sexual misconduct/abuse."
Okay, I don't know what that's all about. We don't need it. And that was a month ago. That's weird. They normally have trending stuff on here. You just go regular YouTube, maybe. Nope. Maybe it's because I'm in my main account. Let's switch accounts. Let's go to the other account. Let's go to this one. I gotta get more subscribers over there, too. That way, in case we go have to back up stuff. No, what happened to trend? Does anybody else not have trending? Am I the only one that doesn't have trending anymore? Well, let's see who's live then, I guess. Oh, wait, we can do a gas station encounters. That's what we can do. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, whoa! Excuse me, folks, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, I feel better now. Let's see. The Stranded Butterfinger? I don't remember that one. Did we watch that one? Doesn't look like it.
Alright, guys, welcome back to another gas station encounter video. Now, if you look in the top left corner of the screen, you're going to see the Fave Trip logo. You know what that means? That means that this is a Fave Trip collaboration. Now, we're going to be paying attention to the van that's been sitting right there. Now, the side door is going to slide right open, and you're going to see a guy get out of it. Now, he's got a bag in his hand. He's coming inside to warm up his Burger King. Now, nothing worse than people coming in and using their microwave, and they don't even offer you a french fry or chicken tenders. So while he's smelling up the whole store like Burger King, we're going to fast forward. Now, if you look at the van one more time, you're going to see somebody get out on the other side of the vehicle out of that sliding door. Now, he's going to make his way around the front of the vehicle. He's clearly a National Basketball Association fan. Now, he's got on some blue shoes. Not going to lie, I love blue shoes. Those are pretty slick. Now, I would totally wear them. Now, he's going to make his way towards the inside of the store, and he's going to get called back to talk to the driver. So, he's going to make his way back to the vehicle. He's going to lean in. He's going to talk to the driver here real quick. He's going to do a little laugh, and he's going to turn back around. He's going to make his way back towards the store. Now, he's a paying customer. He comes in, he goes straight up to the register, and he buys something. But he's going to stop here. He's going to talk to the driver again before he finally makes his way inside the store. Now, I think we should check in on our microwaver, see how he's doing. He clearly knows how to boogie. Now, we're going to fast forward one more time. Now, if you look at the van one more time, I swear, just one more time, guys, you're going to see a girl get out of it. She's going to make her way around the back of the van. Now, this is the bad apple of the group. She is the thief. Now, she's got some trash in her hand. She's going to try to throw it away, but she misses the hole, and she's going to make her way inside the store. Now, she knows what she wants. She's going straight for those Butterfingers. So, she's going to reach in there, she's going to grab a king-size Butterfinger, and she's going to hold it there.
She missed the hole. Maybe they should put some hair on it.
For a second, she's a sneak hold it when Mr. National Basketball Association Blue Shoes comes over, and she's going to finally pull it out. She's going to try to slip it into her left pocket. Then she realizes, oh, that ain't going to work, so she's going to slip it up under her left armpit. Now, they're being good friends. They're waiting for the buddy who's microwaving the food from Burger King. Now, it looks like he's done. He's going to make his way back over to Mr. National Basketball Association Blue Shoes, and the girl's going to hunch over, and she's looking at some more candy. It's really hard to see right here, but she might have taken something, she might have not. Can't really tell with this angle, but we do know that she took that Butterfinger, and it is 100% visible as she's leaving the store. Right there, yeah, if you look right there, you can see it. Yep, that's yellow. So she's going to make her way outside the store with Mr. National Basketball Association Blue Shoes and the microwaver, and she's still got that Butterfinger hunched up under her armpit. Now, speaking of Butterfingers, she dropped her Butterfinger, so she's going to hunch over there, she's going to pick that Butterfinger back up, and unfortunately for her, a Faith Trip employee was watching her steal on camera. So he's making his way around the minivan to confront her. He gets over there and he's like, yo, miss, I saw you steal some Butterfingers. She's like, no, I didn't. He's like, yeah, you did. That's a Butterfinger right there in your hand. She's like, oh, snap, that is a Butterfinger. He's like, and I don't know if you stole anything else, because I saw you down there reaching at the small candies, and I can't tell if you stole anything. So did you steal something? She's like, no, I swear to God, I didn't steal anything. But they're talking, they're standing there, and they're trying to figure it out. Meanwhile, the good apples of the group, Mr. Microwaver and Mr. National Basketball Association Blue Shoes, they're getting back in the van because they're like, screw this. We're not dealing with this garbage. We're not thieves. We don't even know why she's with us. So the Faith Trip employee, he's trying to talk to the driver of the vehicle. He's like, yo, did you know that the chick is a thief and that she came in here and stole some Butterfingers? I'm like, yo, no, I had no clue about that. I don't even know this chick. So they're like, stir, stir. Oh no, her ride just left her. You know what that means? She gone.
She gone. You know what? I feel like doing one more. Let's do one more of those. These are always fun. I know we watched the Peanut Pocketer. Did we watch? I think we watched the Gummy Gobbler too. Let's see the Face Mask Caper.
It's been over 1 month since quarantine has started. Gas stations are still considered an essential business. Brave cashiers are risking their lives so you can still get gas, hot Cheetos, and the brand new fudge brownie M&Ms. It's not easy being an essential worker, but someone's gotta chase down those filthy, filthy thieves. Speaking of thieves, what do we have here? Let's find out.
So he's going to make his way into the store. Clearly not a Faith Trip YouTube channel subscriber, but oh well, stupid on his part. Now he's going to infect that handle right there, and he's going to make his way to the corner of the store so he can pick out which delicious beverage he wants.
Yeah, what do I want? I think I want something juicy. Ooh, you know what I want? A fruit punch. Yeah, that sounds good. Oh crap, almost tripped.
Played it off pretty good, pretty good. Now he's going to come up to the front of the store so we can look up at the counter. Got to make sure that cashier's not paying attention to you. But she is, obviously. How could you not notice those thief eyes? Those are some of the most obvious thief eyes I've ever seen.
Oh, perfect. She's got a customer. Ooh, gloves.
I could use those to cover my filthy thief hands. So he's going to grab a pair of gloves. You know, those are hard to find right now. So when you see him, you gotta grab a pair. He's gonna make his way towards the counter, and he's gonna set down his fruit punch, and he spots the face masks. Ooh, those would look really good with my new gloves that I was hoping the cashier didn't see. Dang it. So he asks the cashier how much the masks are. She tells him $14.99, and he continues to pretend like he's seriously interested in buying one. He finally throws her some cash. He drops something on the ground. Instead of hanging it up, he puts it back in a spot where it doesn't belong. Ooh, what about this one? Oh no, how about this one down here though? Oh yeah, that one would make me look like a ninja. I think I want that one. But wait a minute, this one up top just keeps calling my name. The one with the fire on it? This one is sick. So he grabs his change finally, and he's going to put it into his right pocket, and he's going to grab the fruit punch and the gloves, and he's going to shove them into his armpit. Ooh, you know what? I kind of want this American flag one too, because I love America. I'm going to fan myself off, and you know what? Kind of looks like a good time to leave. Hey! Give me the masks! Give me the masks you stole! Ah, dang it! He just stole masks! Dang it! Nothing I can do with this Red Bull in my hand. Guess I'm gonna have to notify the boss man. Barracuda to Sparrow, we have a thief. Well, nothing else I can do. I'm just gonna have to go back inside and stock this Red Bull because she go! If you know this thief, let him know that he needs to turn himself into the local authorities so we can properly have him charged with theft for stealing 2 face masks.
I'm looking at more from YouTube. Let's look at live. Let's see. Let's feature live streams. Nothing good here. Is Derek Jackson a pathological liar? The Star Report. I don't know who that is. New Fall Guys basketball. Only weird shit. Recent live streams. Upcoming live streams. I think we're gonna have to go try out Twitch, guys. See what we can find on Twitch. Not unless you want to go watch Rocky play the violin. They're still out there roasting Ted Wheeler, and everybody's out there watching it. Is this the one I got kicked out of the other night? Stupid commercials. I don't want to give them the commercials. Buy some clothes that fit. I'm almost out of spinach. I'm already out of water.
Back on 15 minutes.
Cause I need you. What movie? Hey, what movie was that song from? So build me up, buttercup baby, when you let me know. Or however the words go. Who knows what movie that's from? I'm asking you guys right now. Let's see if you guys can guess it. It shouldn't be that hard. A lot of you have probably seen this movie. It's funny. Funnier than these guys right here. Who can guess it? I'll play the sound now. You can tell me.
For homeless people, feed them. You can do other things. I sleep in my car and I find myself in a city where the mayor is so defunct that I have to ask if there's anybody who can...
I'll even give you a hint. It's at the very end of the movie. The whole entire crew starts singing the song.
Maybe somebody with a Ring doorbell because somebody has one. I've been in this position so many times that I can formulate that's what I need. Do you know how hard it is to think of what you can do for homeless people?
Let's see. I'll give you a hint. I gotta make it hard at first. I'm gonna make, because you guys aren't even in the right. You guys are kind of in the right direction. I'll give you a hard. George Black got it. I was gonna name the football player that was in it. And then I was going to go to The Girl Has a Come. But yeah, something about Mary. That movie is funny. 7. Or 6. Or what did he say? 6. Not 6. 7. Step into my office, son. Cause you're fucking fired. Remember that? Oh man, that was funny. Oh, sound.
Okay, anyway, anyways, yeah, that's about it. If anybody wants to be Jesus, it's a huge legal loophole, and you fucking have that right to be. They kicked us out in the cattle the other day. They kicked me out, and I was screaming as you guys were getting maced around the corner, and I was like, let me in there. I'm Jesus, and I have a right to fucking record this.
Oh my God, really?
We don't have a lot of human rights, but we got religious ones, huh? Anyways.
It's something about Mary, Jean.
I'm probably just mean. I didn't prepare anything other than he ran for fucking mayor to go into hiding.
So is that what is this what I gotta do? Next time I get kicked out of a place, say I'm Jesus, I have the right to be in there? You know what? Hey, I'll be in my wheelchair and I'm like, watch, I'm Jesus, I'll make myself walk and I'll get up and walk. Maybe they'll let me in. Maybe, you never know.
Not Christians, they're not fucking Republicans. Like, it's like math. Also, libertarians aren't real. Oh my God, Ted really looks like a libertarian. God, okay, bye.
I didn't explain that. What's in the bag? Can I explain what's in the bag?
Sure. Okay, so while I was at jail support, I'm going to explain what's in the bag. While I was at jail support, all the cops, when they go into work, they have huge duffel bags. Huge duffel bags. And, like, it was a joke at first, and I was like, wait. I grew up in America where we made middle schoolers go through metal detectors to go to school. But we're not making notorious and noted domestic terrorists. Those buildings hold all the things they were stealing from us in the police riots. Yeah, Ted Wheeler, you're the rioter. You incited a lot of police riots. If we showed up to a place and we said this is a riot, and then we rioted, that would be a riot. If the police show up where there's not a riot and declare one and then enact violence, that's a police riot. So, Ted Wheeler, I can't say what I want to.
Because you're an idiot.
I'm a liar. Quit your job. Quit your job, Ted Wheeler. You secret society motherfucker. Time is God, and there ain't gonna be no fucking secret society soon. Donald Trump got all the white supremacists to take off their masks in an era that's going to be studied forever. We're the birth of the internet. If we think that everything we do doesn't matter, we're wrong. So what you do matters. Stop letting your government do this. We have to. Like, the future fucking depends on it. This is not a community. I'm sorry, it's a dystopia. You can't have community in a city where people can't even take care of themselves. It's the oxygen mask theory. This isn't a joke. This is serious, and I'm sorry. Okay, well, thank you. Anyway, thank you for listening. Bye. I'm sorry for being I got here early. I couldn't help it. Give it up one more time, please. Give me one more applause.
What's in this bag?
How hard is it to simply listen?
Take off your mask and we can hear you better.
Things might not be funny, things might not be to your palate, but your community involves people who rhetorically you might not agree with, who rhetorically you might not understand. This is a community. This is a community space right now. This is a microphone. It's incredibly empowering for anybody to use their voice to speak to their community in this capacity. It's incredibly empowering. It's also incredibly empowering for them to feel respected and heard by their community. How hard is it to wait 15 fucking minutes to start talking again? For real, how hard is it to wait 15 minutes to stop interrupting somebody who feels like they have something to say? How many people have the courage to come here and speak in front of a crowd of people tonight? So I'm sorry that wasn't funny or maybe to everyone here's palate. But I wasn't even the speaker and I felt incredibly disrespected. People yelling, where are the jokes? Well, y'all know why we're roasting Ted Wheeler, right? The reason we're roasting Ted Wheeler, we're having a good time. This shit is not a joke.
People don't have housing. Do you hear the person speaking to you? Did you hear the person speaking to you?
No, because you got a fucking mask on, we can't hear it.
Every day about how they have to fucking live and survive from day to day. And a lot of people out here talking, they're the joke. You're gonna fucking go home. And you're gonna sleep in your bed. You're gonna have fucking Wi-Fi and heat and food and everything you need. And you can't fucking listen. So I'm sorry it's not funny. I'm sorry this isn't funny. I'm sorry everything isn't funny all the time. I understand this space is for, you know, us to come in here and laugh. And
Why does he have to hold his hand behind his back?
Anything, every single one of these spaces, we should be respecting everybody.
There's you can see that's concrete media right there. Cause watch. Hold on, we'll be able to see who all these people are. Cause look, they're right here. Okay, so
you're not making any progress.
Ninja's right in front.
All free? None of us are free. None of us are free. So it'll be easy. It'll be easy to complain that someone isn't making you laugh for fucking 10 minutes.
Excuse me.
Think about that. Think about why you fucking came here today. Did you come here today to listen? Did you come here today to do a little jokes from the audience? Because you can do jokes up here. We put out an open mic list. I'm sorry. So someone else is gonna come up. I actually do comedy like semi-professionally, so I know it's like really shitty to try to do jokes after somebody who just yells at the crowd for being disrespectful. So I wrote one last joke. I'm gonna talk that joke to you, and I want to hear the next guest. It's kind of surprising to me that all of you white people don't like Ted Wheeler. When he is so relatable to each of you. I got 3 reasons. The first, like a lot of people discussed, he switched from being a Republican to a Democrat, which y'all might, think is a hypocritical thing, which you don't know, technically makes him a switch.
I thought we were the bottom.
The second reason y'all can all relate to him is he's white, and the third reason is he's a bad person.
I haven't laughed once.
The next comedian who we respect is Alicia Goss. Make some noise if they're here.
So I have no clue what to say. I'm just going to do the best I can. Who's having fun out here?
I'm surprised they let her up there without a mask.
Who hates Ted Wheeler? Well, Ted Wheeler has a 4-inch dick, and I hate him with a passion, honestly. He doesn't know how to fuck his girlfriend. Not good.
Say that bit. What? Say that bit. It means, yeah, I agree. I love it.
Alright. Let's see what else. Well, so I've been in the protest since day one. I've been arrested. I actually don't give a shit about assaulting police officers. I wouldn't mind putting my foot up their ass to the point that they can't take a shit. So, it seems like Ted Wheeler is just hiding. He's a wussy. He's a backstabber, and he's a complete bastard. It's like when we say ACAB, all across the bastard, that is including Ted Wheeler. So, yeah, we are here because we hate him. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit nervous.
This lady sounds like she's got a mental disability.
I'm a little bit nervous, but I've been arrested like 7 times already throughout this whole entire summer. And in December. But yeah, Ted Wheeler can kiss my ass because I'll just get in front of him and I'll fucking move him. Fuck you, sucker!
He doesn't know how to jack off that good. He doesn't know how to jack off in front of his girlfriend. His girlfriend is a DJ was really I feel bad for because she sounds like a complete slut. She's a
gold digger.
She's a gold digger. There we go. She just is after his money. Where it's all Ted Wheeler cares about is money. I live off of low income. He takes my fucking taxes. He takes my fucking benefits. You think that's okay? No.
George Soros is funding him.
You know, honestly, I don't know what to say. I know I am. I'm everybody's fucking hero. God, I miss this fucking so much. But, yeah, Ted Wheeler kissed my ass. He's an idiot, and I hate him. So, I want to hear one more time. Fuck Ted Wheeler. I can't hear you guys. Fuck Ted Wheeler. Fuck Ted Wheeler. Take out this motherfucking neighborhood. Alrighty.
I give it one more time for Alicia, y'all.
I want to fuck him up so bad. Just
I
once.
appreciate y'all sticking with us. We got 2 more people, alright? Can we make it? Are we good? Alright, y'all, let's appreciate EJ. Where you at, EJ? Y'all give it up for EJ.
Thank you. Ted Wheeler is like the mayor from Jaws, ignoring if there's any actual problem until someone actually gets eaten by a fucking shark. But make sure to vote, because in Jaws 2, the mayor's the same person. He's so ugly that when I look at him, cataracts start to form in my eyeballs. If Ted Wheeler was a spice himself, he would be flour. It's just like flour, he's all-purpose, but ironically serves none. Ted Wheeler has been to every Imagine Dragons concert. You know, Portland has often been compared to Matt Groening's The Simpsons. That means Ted Wheeler is Mayor Quimby. Meaning he's a spineless, surface, two-dimensional character that runs and hides when real responsibility shows up at the door. There were no riots, I swear. Ted Wheeler gets offended when someone refers to Christianity as mythological. Ted Wheeler is greasier than Papa John Schneider. Ted Wheeler's favorite movie is Dr. Dolittle starring Robert Downey Jr., released in 2020. In the workplace, in his town hall office, Ted can't go 3 minutes without quoting Big Bang Theory. And only 10 minutes without quoting Friends. Ted Wheeler, to this very day, still believes that Borat was a true documentary. He's a very predictable type of person. Although he's not a Republican anymore, you can always know the kind of things he's going to say. He's going to defend insurrection at the Capitol. He's going to damn us always. But it's not surprising he's a Trump kiss ass. Personally, I think it's because he wants Ted Wiener. But anyways, just have to close out. When Ted Wheeler was attacked at the Capitol, the one thing he made sure to grab on his way out the door when escaping the riot was his copy of Mein Kampf. Thank you so much. Give it up one more time for EJ. We are to our final performer. What's the last one? I don't know what the word's the last one is. Yeah, I know.
I thought he said the last one was the final.
Thank you. I'm thinking of the... Prepare yourselves for your finale. All the way to the farthest region of the Himalayas. The winds blew in, and here they came. John.
That was all true. So, I'm a nerd. I'm a big, boring nerd. Like, my favorite part of D&D is the rules. That's not a joke. I wish it were. It's actually true. I'm a volunteer with Recall, and so I wanted to leave you all with a gift. Here's the gift. There's an arcane little provision in the rules about recalls in Oregon. Once we get the signatures,
We submit those to Secretary of State, the elections official in Port, I won't bore you. We submit those, and then a process starts. And the process is called the resignation period. Ted Wheeler has
Let's see what else we
5
can find.
days, and he has a choice. He either resigns. I don't think that's going to happen.
Let's see if we can find something.
I love this so much. He writes an essay. Ted Wheeler has to write a 200-word essay justifying his time in office. The word justifying is actually used. That's not a joke.
Wait, this real?
I said it's not a joke.
This has the most viewers.
No, this is really true. When I am depressed over the last
Holy
3
shit.
months, I have thought
This
about
guy
Ted
has
Wheeler sitting in his
70,000
apartment
people watching him
trying
play
to
a
figure
game.
out what 200 words are going to convince the city of Portland that he deserves to stay in office, and that has gotten
You're telling me
through.
42,000 people are watching these people cook? Are you serious? There's 42,000
What's
people
for
watching
dinner?
these people cook.
Ooh, burger.
You want to...
Barbecue could be great. Or a hot bowl of ramen.
Let me see if I can find it.
Ooh, pizza. I know.
Let me see if I can find it.
1 to 3. I mean, it was in there for like a minute. It was over a minute. It wasn't in there for like 30 seconds.
I can't believe there's 80,000 people watching those people cook food. Let's see. It was a long time ago. Well, a week ago, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know what raw pasta would taste like. It's very al dente. It's probably overcooked.
Oh, it's more calm this week compared to last week. Let's see, where is it?
Al dente is undercooked with hardened pasta.
I wonder why my name just didn't pop up, though.
Fresh pasta is the opposite.
Hold on, I gotta do
So
something.
you guys have never made fresh pasta.
How are 42,000 people watching this? I don't get it. And I mean, look how dirty his shirt is. He's like a slob. Wait. Okay, we're coming up to it. Here it is. There you go. You guys want to see it? Here you go. Oh, wait, let's see what somebody said. Hold on. No, I don't want to tweet my reply. I want to see the reply. Okay.
You motherfucker. Hey, you was on my fucking toe. Stop fucking.
Hold on, let's start over. There you go.
Get the fuck off of me, you motherfucker. Hey, you was on my fucking toe. Stop fucking following me then, bitch. Get the fuck off of me, you motherfucker. Hey, you was on my fucking toe. Stop fucking following me then, bitch.
You know, I'm surprised that's how bad of a mood I am in today. That doesn't even make me happy. I normally laugh every time I see that. And who is this Spring Rain person? He said he still works for Guillermo on his live feed just a bit ago. You know what? I'm gonna turn this off for a second. Let me. I started up a new. Twitter page. Let me log in. Cause that's logged in for my. It's logged in right now for my business. For my PayPal. What do you call it? For my thrift store stuff. My log in. Ooh, let's see. No. Control all. Can't let you guys see it because apparently they're watching my channel, so we gotta, let's see. Trying to remember. I just started the other day. Let's see if I can remember the password already. Can I remember the password? Nope. I have so many different passwords that I use nowadays. Nope. Forgot password. Text me. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. EddieBlockFilms at gmail.com. Ooh, I don't have an account with that information. That's weird. I wonder. What do I have it as? Let me look on my phone, because it's on my phone. Which email did I use? How can you tell which email you guys used? Profile. Nope. I'm not good with Twitter. I never use this freaking thing. Settings and privacy. Account. Username. I see my username. Where's my email? Privacy and settings. Well, I got my username. Let me see if I can type in. Oh, here we go. I just type in my username. That's how I can sign in, right? Just go at. If you guys want to add me, it's films_Eddie. I don't know why they did that, but text me the code. Yes, please. Enter my code. You want to know my code? You guys are like, gosh darn it, Eddie, just freaking get on with the show. TR. Oop. I can't even read. Normally they give you numbers, but not Twitter. They give you freaking letters. Okay, enter a new password. We're almost there, guys. Sorry. Almost there. Trying to go as fast as I can. There we go. Why did you change your password? I forgot it. I know, I just built it the other day. Alright, I'm all set. Now let's go look. Now let me put you guys back up there. Alright, now where do I go? Let's go like this. Right? Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Now let's see if I can reply to this asshole. What should I say to him? Who are all these people? I'm not even. And your point is, because Guillermo called me already about this, and Guillermo talked to me on the radio. Anyways, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Your diet affecting your mood? It's not my diet. It's not my diet. I just had a bad day. I got a lot of stuff going on today. I've got a lot of stuff going on today. That's why. It's like a commercial break. When did this happen? This happened last week. You guys want to watch it again? Here's one more time.
Get the fuck off of me, you motherfucker! Hey, you're on my fucking toe! Stop fucking following me then, bitch!
There you go. Nah, who said that? Was it Andy? No, Jim Bob. No, Jim Bob, it's not that. There's just been some stressful stuff going on in my life right now. You know, trying to figure out stuff, trying to, you know, just life and everything breaking down. Oh, that's right. We missed one news. Here we go. Police in Texas arrested a man after he attempted to ambush a caravan of National Guardsmen transporting COVID-19 vaccines. A 66-year-old Arizona resident, Larry Harris, was accused of following the caravan in Lubbock for 10 miles early Monday morning before trying to run it off the road. According to reports, Harris identified himself to the 11 unarmed soldiers as a detective and ordered them out of the vehicles. The suspect told them he was looking for a kidnapped woman and a child. The police chief credited the department for its quick response. I was very thankful that it didn't turn out into major bloodshed, blah, blah, blah. What the heck was this about? Anyways, let's see if we missed anything good. You guys want to see how much money I make off of YouTube? Look, so 22,000 people watched this video, 435 hours of watch time, and I gained 44 subscribers for it, and I made 8 whopping cents. 8 cents. That's it. 8 cents. So that's how much YouTube pays. Let's see. Nada. Search for big girls. Uh-oh. World Athletics. I don't know what to talk about, guys. I'm sorry. Did I change my brakes? Actually, I gotta finish it because... Alright, for those of you who didn't hear the story, right after the trial this morning, I started hooking up my brakes. Right? 12 o'clock. It was like 12:30. And I went into the driver's side and freaking, took off the lug nuts. Well, first you gotta take off the cap, take off the lug nuts. Opened up, it took off the tire. Freaking, like 5 minutes I'm like, hey, I'm doing good. Freaking checked out the disc. The disc was good. The rotor was good. So I freaking took the 2 nuts off. Well, took one off and loosened the other, and I lift up the brakes. I put the brakes in, put it back down. Finished in like 15 minutes. I was like, holy shit, maybe I'm going to get done quick today. I'm going to go to the thrift store and go to Costco because I need to go get dog food. Then I get to the passenger side. Freaking take it off, and the disc was warped pretty bad. So I don't know if the heat from the disc just locked in those freaking nuts or what. But I mean, I had to put all my muscle into it, and I did it so hard to take off the lug nuts that I broke my lug nut wrench. I broke off like a piece about that big because I was pushing so hard on it. So once I got that off, then I take the brake off, and I go to put the new brake. No, I don't know who that is, Eva. So then I go and I put the brake pad, or go to put the brake pads on, and I'm like, hey, it's not working. Well, I didn't remember that you're supposed one brake pad. Yeah, each side has 2 different kinds of brake pads. There's one brake pad that has a circle on the bottom that goes on the front so it can miss the hub, and then the back one doesn't need it because there's no hub there. Well, I put both circle half cutoffs on the other side. So then I had to put the wheel back on, lower the truck, go back to the other side, jack the frickin' driver's side back up, take the wheel off, take the frickin' brakes out, swap that one out, put the brake back on, put the frickin' tire back on, lower the truck down. Then I went back over, got it up. So then I'm taking the brakes off, and when the way your brakes work is there's 2 little cylinders, and every time you hit the brakes, it pushes on it, and then it releases. Well, when your brakes get smaller as they wear down, so that cylinder gets farther out. So when you put the new brakes on, you have to push that cylinder back. Well, I pushed on it so hard that it actually freaking ruptured one of them came out, and it ruptured the gasket that holds it in there. My PayPal link, it should be, where is it? It should be here somewhere. Where is it? It'll pop up in just a second. Let's see. Here's my Venmo. Oh, I know what I can do. It's right in the description. Here we go. PayPal. So then, anyway, with that cylinder breaks. So I got to take my scooter all the way 2.5 miles to Napa. So I go to Napa, and I get the new cylinder. And they told me it's like a $65 core fee. So what I did is I took the cylinders off already, so that way I can not have to pay that $65. I get over there, well, and I come back home and I go to put them on, and guess what? I had left the stupid the bolts in the old cylinders that I returned. So I called AutoZone because they're closer. I don't like using AutoZone. I like Napa because they give OEM parts. And anyway, so I called Napa and it was like $5 for the part. So I'm like, all right, I'll just go there real quick. I go there, get the part, come back home, take off the wheel again because I put the wheel on so that way in case somebody came by and tried to steal my jack, I wouldn't have a problem. And go to put the bolts in, and guess what? They sold me the wrong bolts. So I had to put the brakes back on, put the wheel back on, take the bolt that I did have, and go running over there and say, look, this is the size I need. And this is on my scooter. So it's taking me half an hour to get there, half an hour to get back, plus you got to wait in line. So I just got the right bolts, and I got here like 6:01, and I'm like, oh shit, I got to start my show. So my truck is sitting out there on jack stands right now because I got to finish the passenger side. But I already put the new disc on. I already put so all I got to do is just slide it on, put a couple bolts on, and so yeah, I was having a bad day. Oh, and right in the middle of it, my stomach decided to start acting up. So I'm not feeling good and having to run to the bathroom because my stomach messed up. But that makes that's actually my fault. I forgot I did cheat today a little bit. On the way back from Napa, I hadn't eaten all day, and I'm like, you know what? My favorite taco shop. So I got they had a combo, 2 tacos for really cheap, and so I ordered it, and she's like, oh, what kind of soda do you want? And I drank the soda. I shouldn't have drank the soda. I think that's what upset my stomach, because I'm so used to eating this healthy food now that I had tacos and a soda, and I forgot I had that today. That's how out of it I am. But still, that was all I ate for the whole day. And last night I didn't eat dinner either, because, I was like, let's see if I can make it without eating dinner, because I'm trying to lose weight, and I don't know, everybody says my face looks skinnier. So, but yeah, that's just my day. It was bad. Something else happened too. Just some other stuff. And then I was just, I wasn't getting the attention I was expecting today or something. I don't know what to say. I just felt like nobody was around, doing the work. Oh, and I got a question for you people out there. Why is it when you're working underneath the car that could fall on you, everybody thinks it's their time to say hi to you and honk their fucking horn at you when they're driving by? Right? You're underneath the truck, which is my truck. I got a big Silverado, and I'm sitting there changing the brakes, and people freaking honk the horn, and you're like, holy shit, Because, see, I'm on the street, and I'm on one of the busiest streets in Madera. So I don't know, I know people are like, oh my God, it's Eddie. We got to say hi, Eddie. But, don't do it like that. Just yell out the window, hey, Eddie, don't honk your fucking horn when I'm working on my truck. I don't know. I don't get that with people. What else can we watch without getting in trouble? What else? You want to see if Fox News has anything good? I haven't gone to Fox News in a while. Let's see if Fox... Oh, whoops. You're still looking at me. But yeah, I think I'm going to go change my brakes, take my medicine, and just knock out tonight after I take a hot bath, because my back... I know I'm going to be in a lot of pain for changing my brakes. I'm not supposed to change my brakes, but, Ilhan Omar faces backlash for tweet... Oh, let's see what this dumb bitch did. Other than marrying her brother. Representative Ilhan Omar from Minnesota faced backlash online Tuesday after claiming that there were different narratives used with mass shooters based on their race or ethnicity. In a tweet posted, let's see what the tweet says. Where's the tweet? Show me the tweet. In a tweet posted the day after the mass shooting in Boulder that left 10 dead, Omar claimed that race or ethnicities of mass shooters appeared to be the main focus of the media when the shooters aren't white. What are you talking about? It's the main focus of Democrats when they are white. Prominent liberals jumped to conclusions about the race of the Boulder shooter, Ahmed Al-Alawisa Alissa, a 21-year-old man of Syrian descent, was charged with 10 counts of first-degree murder. Now, I'm kind of curious. Do you think Actually, Brittany didn't even text me once today, so I don't think she wants to help me with my bath. Do you think that the Syrian person is maybe one of the refugees that we allowed into our country and we helped? And we took them in and we gave them a place to go? Holy shit, Brandon, that's the points back on. Or that's the point where Brandon, he changed his name. But do you think it's one of the Syrian refugees that we helped when they had nowhere to go and we let them in our country? I sure hope not. If it comes back that this is Syrian refugees, it's a bunch of BS. Right? I know I shouldn't be talking bad about it, but if it's one of those Syrian... Let's see. Otherwise, it's just mentally ill young men having a bad day. Narratives drive our responses. Yeah, every time it's a white man, what do you say? Not so trait. Psycho chick. Miami spring breaker was charged with inciting a riot during a ruckus weekend. Oh, my neck is starting. Let's see what he has to say. Don't make us watch a commercial. There's an attack Eddie there looking into his buddy as well? Really? At least we can skip it. That's a nice pool.
There are those who are saying it's not just spring breakers who are there. One headline in the New York Post says Miami extends 8 p.m. curfew.
Sorry, I thought making it bigger would be better.
The officials noted that the throng of
bigger is not always better.
Usual college crowds, but adults looking to let loose in one of the few states fully open during the pandemic. I'd note the interim Miami Beach city manager said these aren't your typical spring breakers. These may be, what you would classify as quote unquote grown-ups. What are you seeing?
Yeah, they're definitely not typical college students. They are grown-ups. I think somebody was saying that flights now to Miami are like $50, and some of the hotels, because the hospitality industry has been so
dang, I should get a flight to Miami.
About $50. So $50 flights, $50 hotel nights. Obviously, one of the most open, if not the most open areas in the country, and certainly a place that everybody wants to be at. So I mean, the positive takeaway, if you will, is that everybody wants to be in Miami. The problem is we don't have enough space for every single person in the United States to come down here in the same period of time. So we obviously are managing and helping them manage
Jim Bob.
Surge of people that is well beyond the capacity for any small city like Miami Beach to be able to manage.
Well, the Miami-Dade area has been the focus of a lot of concern about COVID. There have been times you guys have really struggled. There's talk of variants and how they are showing up in that area. Can you give us an update there? And are you worried that these crowds will have any impact on the progress Florida has made with COVID-19 thus far?
Pre-spring break, all of our metrics were down. Our hospitalizations were down. Our percent positivity was down. Our new cases were down. And I think that had to do with the fact that we were vaccinating a tremendous amount of people. Our vaccination has now gone to 50 or above, and I think next week it's going to go to 40 or above. So we're vaccinating a large swath of the population, essentially whoever wants to get vaccinated, that is, in those age groups. So that's helping us tremendously. We're hoping that none of the activities of spring break affect Miamians. A lot of Miamians are actually not there.
All right, let's see if this guy's telling the truth about flights. Hopefully my number doesn't show up right away. Oh, we good on that side. I'm not signed in. Let's go Fresno to... I already went to Austin. Let's go Fresno to Miami. Let's go to all airports. When are we gonna fly? When should I go to Miami? Let's go right now. Let's go on April Fool. Oh no, April Fool's Day. I have to go to court for my divorce. Let's say we're gonna go Monday. And I'll come back on Wednesday. Let's find a flight. Let's see if they're really $50. I doubt they're $50. Man, my computer's going slow. But yeah, $1,000. It's not $50. That's $1,000. Holy shit. Let's just go to, what's it, Travelocity or something like that? Yeah, it is, huh? That's right. I looked on here for my yeah, we'll go a little bit farther out. Let's see how much they are. You couldn't find any flights from Fresno. All right, let's go. Let's try SAC. Are you serious? That's weird. That can't be right. Are they not? They're not. Is everybody going there now or something like that? Try Allegiant. Oh, I don't like Allegiant. All right, let's try LAX. Select your departure. Sorry, there's no flights. Okay. What about San Jose? That's really weird. Wow. Flight to Miami. It's like everybody going there now or something like that? Let's just say San Jose just to be safe. Better do LAX. LAX always has flights. Departing from LAX. Oh, I guess I gotta pick a day. Let's go on April Fools. We'll just lie. We'll do that. Pick your flight. He said it's 50 bucks. Let's see. Because United was $1,000. I wonder what 200. How is it $1,000 on United and 236 here? But that's still not 50 bucks. JetBlue, are they still good? I thought JetBlue was good. That's still expensive. All right, what about LAX to Minneapolis? Let's do Fresno though, because I know I got to do that pretty soon. Let's see how much that plane ticket's gonna cost me. That's not gonna be a cheap flight. Look at that, 563 bucks. Holy jeez Louise. Let's see how much it's gonna be on United, because that's what I normally fly with. Just because they're not Delta. The Twin Cities. Oh no, Frontier. Ugh. Holy shit, 1,500 bucks? Wow. That's how much my plane. Let's change it out, because it's gonna be. When do you? So let's see. The trial starts here. They said 4 weeks. So let's start here. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do this. So that update. Let's see if I'm farther out, if I'll get cheaper. Freaking A, dude. Look at that. That's my flight to Austin didn't cost that much. And I flew out of Fresno. Let's try San Jose. Not Fat Jose. Well, I want to go to San Jose, Costa Rica. Let's see what this one is. Check out Southwest out of Hubert Humphrey. I heard Southwest is more expensive now. Alright, let's update this bad boy. Still 500 bucks. So it's cheaper to just leave Fresno, because by the time I drive all the way to San Jose, park, pay for parking, that's gonna suck. Have a good night, Eva. Does it say 2 tickets? Nah. That's how many tickets they have left, I think. And if I want to fly first class... Anyways, I guess we're not... I'm gonna have to... Maybe I'll drive my truck all the way to Minnesota. You can go to prison posting. Let's see what's going. They're still alive? What the heck are they doing over here?
Rocky Mountain. Okay. The only country, so we should get that
Stalkers in there. Yeah. I guess I could fly into a nearby city in Minnesota, but here's the problem. I got family over there that live in Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. But if I ask my stepdad about getting there and if they'll hook me up, he already told me I better not go. So my stepdad doesn't want me to go. He's like, I grew up in Minneapolis and I know how the cops are. They're gonna fuck with you. So. No, he's really good at playing the violin. I can't sit here and watch the violin play. I don't know why. Just something I can't do. I thought we were gonna be doing hard luck survival stuff, you know? He says we're gonna be doing it soon, so. No, he plays the violin great.
Oh, it's lovely having you in our house today. Eddie Block, you're awesome.
Yes. You should drop this link. Let everybody know where he's at. You know, he's a great guy. He's a good friend of mine. Can't say enough about him. You can't make that stuff up. No, you can't. I wish you could.
Oh.
Bye,
What's
Eddie.
up,
How
Errol?
are you tonight? You good? Hope so.
I'm gonna be nice. I'll give him 2
Good
likes.
to have you in the room, friend.
I hear fire tender back in there.
I got something. I got a hymn. This hymn is called "Since I Have Been Redeemed."
I played the drums. Alright guys, so for those of you asking me about Pi, so here's what I do. I'm going to show you right now. I just got a notification and it says, hey, time to start earning your Pi, right? So this is all they do. Once a day I get this. It says tap here to earn Pi. I can't see, I'm doing this backwards. So you tap right there. And then there you go. It says mine by confirming. All you got to do is hit mine. And that's it. That's all you do once a day. That's all you do once a day. Now I'm mining. I've already got like 33 pi now. See, 33 pi. How much it's going to be worth? Who knows? But the more people you have mining, the better. Like Paul, you need to start mining. And Brianna, you need to start mining. Ping and active. I'll ping you guys. There you go. Let's turn it.
Sure you are. Sure I am. You are. Says he.
Oh, you're still on me.
Oh boy.
You love the drums? I was the head drummer in the marching band.
Anything you want to hear that you can probably play?
I got a hymn I feel like playing right now.
Alright.
This one is called I Am Praying for You.
Oh shit, I thought I was saying something. You can't play anything, Kim? Alright, Kim, can you go like this? There, you just played something. Let's get out of there. Tuesday night talk show conservative. Ooh. This is gonna conservative. Don't tread on me.
We're gonna ban assault rifles. We're gonna ban assault weapons. Okay, he's taken it even a step further now. Okay, now you start to question, what's an assault weapon? Are they coming for your AK pistol? Are they coming for your AR pistol? Is that an assault weapon? Are they going to come just, nonchalantly seize your rifle? What is an assault weapon? Very strange. He's changed the wording. Last week it was assault rifle.
You turned up your volume?
It's assault weapon. Very interesting. Talk to your local law enforcement about these gun bills being passed, because there's so many law enforcement groups that won't participate in them. Well, our Clark County Sheriff already said that he's going to, if they pass an open carry restriction at protests. He already said he'll enforce it. That's how corrupt this place is now. You even have conservative Vancouver that's on board with it.
This guy got 73 people watching. He's even got his own logo. I gotta.
Supremacists, yeah. I mean, well, you see how they.
He must also be on Twitch or something.
Once that didn't work out, they changed their remarks to.
I should put my logo on the background.
Are unknown, and now you really haven't heard much about it. I mean, if you look it up, all they're doing is they're talking about the dude.
Why do you spell my name wrong?
Realistically, when they're sitting there talking about him, they're glorifying him. They're not really talking about what he did. Like, they're talking about his past and how.
Where's that little?
You have Michael.
That's not what I want.
Example. Hold on, I'll pull this up.
Why did everybody spell my name wrong? It's right there in the name.
Michael Moore's tweet. Disgusting.
Jake? Now who's Jake?
This is disgusting. He says the life of Ahmed Al-Alawi Alyssa shows that people can come from all over the world and truly assimilate into our beloved American culture.
Are you kidding me? That was today?
This guy right here, this dude is a con man. It's crazy. He's like the He reminds me of the Alex Jones of the left, man. Seriously. Except like what he posts is so far left that not even the leftists believe him. And the dude's got a huge following, 6.1 million followers saying this kind of shit.
Alright, let's find somebody else.
2,000.
It's getting boring. Let's see. Funniest live TV news interviews now. We'll probably get in trouble for that. Let's see. Car chase. Want to watch a police chase? I can't even spell right now. I'm so out of it. Here we go. They're shooting at the cops even. This will be a good one.
A wild chase on the streets and highways in and around Los Angeles.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh, he was shooting his gun!
A murder suspect hanging outside of the window of the car he was riding in, firing back at officers in hot pursuit.
There he is, shooting at officers right there. Shots fired, shots fired.
The passenger, who was wanted for questioning in the fatal shooting of a convenience store employee, opening fire as a Toyota Prius raced at high speed, trying to get away.
Okay, Toyota Prius in high speed
Pointing a gun, shooting randomly.
does not
Drivers caught in the crossfire. Thankfully, none of
go
them
together.
seriously hurt. Finally, the car got stuck behind a truck with the shooter and the female driver both struck by gunfire.
Officers are shooting at that vehicle right now.
They must be dead there because they.
Suspect is hit. Suspect is down. Suspect is down.
This is one that you're not going to let go. He has to be stopped. He's in immediate danger.
And the suspect is hospitalized with numerous injuries. The driver was shot as well, but her wounds are not life-threatening. That is unbelievable. I know. And the standoff lasted nearly 2 hours on live TV as well.
Yeah, terrifying.
That's crazy. Let's see this one. Oh, that's boring. That's boring. Wait, what? Oh, I thought somebody I know, right? Let's run in a Prius.
Southbound past Cooper, just on Lincoln Center.
Wait, hold on. Watch this. Let's see. We actually had a bad one in Madera. Let's see if they show it. Here it is.
Venmo Block-1. I'm going to be in a pursuit. Failure to yield. Lansing and Mayberry. He's running a stop sign. Approximately 40 miles an hour.
So just so you guys know, I took this class. It's called the Citizens Academy, and part of you go through. It's a 16-week class. You go every Thursday, and then towards the end you get to do a ride-along. You get to go to the gun range. So actually get 2 ride-alongs. So right now, I think it's Santoya. Officer Santoya is doing a ride-along, right? With this, or he has a ride-along with him. So there's a girl in the car that's in the class just there for a ride-along, right? And this is what happened. So, I mean, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. She went in for the ride of her life. Watch. You'll hear her start crying.
Madera Part 1, shots fired. Madera Part 1, shots fired. Madera Part 1, shots fired.
No.
Mayberry and Lighthouse.
No.
You okay?
So check it out. What happened is they hit the windshield. So the girl who's on the ride along is sitting here, right? And they hit the windshield right above her head. Like they almost hit the girl for the ride along. Pretty crazy, right? And that's in my little ass Madera. And they found out it was some tweakers all cranked out or methed out on meth from Fresno. But watch. Let's see. I think they show the girl. There's my buddy
California
Gino.
woman who was riding along with police got a lot more than she bargained for. Reporter Ben Tracy on the wild police chase in Fresno.
Be a white Mazda.
Early Sunday morning, a Madera police officer pulls over a Mazda SUV for a minor traffic violation.
He's not stopping?
I would have been like,
Sitting
hell
in the
yeah,
officer's
let's go.
passenger seat, a female civilian taking part in a ride-along.
We try and teach the citizens of our town and the community what law enforcement is. We want to give them the full gamut and scope of what the job entails. And she was doing one of those ride-alongs.
The car takes off. The officer turns on his sirens and pursues. Moments later, the civilian passenger notices something terrifying.
Verify 1, shots fired.
Around a dozen shots were fired. 2 bullets pierced through the front windshield, narrowly missing the woman on the ride-along, who was noticeably shaken.
You okay?
The officer ended the chase after his patrol car was disabled. The suspect's vehicle was found abandoned with an AR-15 style pistol nearby. Madera Lieutenant Gino Chiramonti.
He's a commander
the
now.
round that went through the top of the window actually got lodged just left of the headrest as the passenger would be sitting.
The names of the officer, who was in just his second week working alone, and the civilian involved have not been released.
It was
The
Santoya.
police are still searching for the suspects. Ben Tracy, Los Angeles.
Is that crazy or what? I would, if I was in there, I'd be like, come on, Santoya, keep on fucking going, bro. Let's get this asshole. Let's see. I'll show you what the program's all about. Oops. I spell citizens wrong. Gosh darn it. Why is this doing it to me today? It's Academy. I spelled Academy wrong, didn't I? Let's go to my videos. We'll find it. Let's see. I'll show you what it's all about. Where are you? It's from a long time ago. It was over a year ago. Gotta go way down there. I'll show you what the police academy is all about. Come on. Sorry, it's gonna take a second, guys. Oh, thank you, Deborah, for saying I look like I lost weight. Thank you very much. I look healthier, thank you. Come on, asshole. Nah, I spelled it wrong there, too. I had it right the first time, huh? You'd think a guy who has a college education can spell citizen right. What if I type in Madera? Maybe I can find it faster that way. What the heck? Why can't I find my video? Cops are here. This sucks. I have too many videos. That's the problem. Oh well. F it. What do you guys want to watch? Actually, no, I'm pissed now. I gotta find it. Let's go here. It'll be easier to find this way. A CAD. Oh, that's not right. Let's just type in police. Nope. I know, I'm boring you guys, but I'm pissed off now. Now I gotta find this stupid video. We're on a treasure hunt, yeah. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, I tried to go for a ride-along recently, and I can't go for ride-alongs right now. I still gotta wait a little bit longer. Let's see, where are you? This is driving me nuts. Let's see. Well, here's a video you can see with me and the chief of police.
I'm here today with my friend, I like to call my friend, I think we're friends, Dino Lawson, the Madera City Chief of Police. And we're going to discuss about some juvenile programs that they have to help prevent juveniles from getting into gangs and other such things. So can you tell me your name first, sir?
Yeah, it's Dino Lawson. I am the Chief of Police for Madera. And as you know, Eddie, you're a humble guy. You know we're very good friends, so...
Oh my gosh. I had to do this for a
Madera
class.
has many juveniles. Do we have a juvenile problem with them getting into gangs?
We do have a gang issue here, and you know, there's a spike. It's a little higher than I would say other communities, but we do a lot of things here at the police department to attempt to address those. A lot of community outreach, because there really isn't. One of the things that you'll see is there isn't a lot of programs for youth, and when you don't have programs, whether it's the Boys and Girls Club, after school program, and absent parents from the home, you tend to see spikes in gangs and, you know, kids not having any guidance at home, and they tend to do things that they normally wouldn't do. Our officers and our personnel came up with these programs on their own, and that's what makes them so successful. So we have Impact, and that's where officers go to the local youth center on Saturdays and interact with the youth, whether it's playing basketball, board games, sitting down and talking to them, helping them with homework, setting career goals and paths for them. You'd be really surprised to know when you sit down and you ask kids, you know, that are getting ready to graduate high school or juniors in high school, hey, what are your future plans? What about college? They don't even think of college. It's just not in their thought process. And again, college isn't for everyone, but there's also trade schools. And so the officers sit and create a relationship and try to help the youth and guide them for the rest of their future. We also have a program, it's called the GREAT program, and that's a gang intervention program for the fourth graders here. And we partner with Madera Unified, and the officer goes in 1 day a week, and they do gang resistance training and education with the youth. So we start with the fourth grade, and then we have programs for each age group as they go up.
So how well do these programs work?
Well, I'll tell you what, to quantify with statistics, we don't do that. What we do is that we are seeing less juveniles going into gangs. I mean, there's still going to be those kids that go in, but we have more kids that come up to us later in life because we've been doing these programs for about 8 years now.
Have any of these students come up later on in life and possibly join the police force?
We've had one.
It's my nephew.
I recall right now that has gone through these programs and is actually an officer in Wyoming.
Oh,
he
no.
stopped in to visit us when he was on vacation and brought his wife. It was a pretty proud moment. MPAC program is done every Saturday. And like I said, the officers
That's my nephew in the middle. That
they
was my
go over
nephew.
there and they bond and they intermingle with the youth there. And it's funny, they've actually gone to school and asked their teachers if the officer could come and do a presentation.
I don't know. Is he still my nephew, even though I'm getting divorced from his side of the family?
It's a really good program.
Do you see any future plans for any future programs?
Our programs are started from the ground up. Okay, it's a root-based program, so the officers come up with it, and we're always challenging the officers, and they're always challenging themselves to invent new programs. Yeah, I just, I'm very proud of our outreach here at the police department. We're very progressive. We do believe that.
But he's very conservative.
Our community based on how our community wants to be policed and tells us how they want to be policed. And one of those, they constantly tell us that we want our police to be out in the community with these programs and connecting. So it has been quite a change from the old style of policing. And that's a good thing. You should always evolve because that's how you have a healthy community. So, and I do want to end that. Hopefully, we can get a shot of this, but you really have a cool hat. That you
Yes,
wear,
I do.
So.
It's a little dirty because I wear it all the time, but it's a beautiful hat.
Yeah, there's no bias in this. It's just it's a great hat.
Yeah, I love this hat. I love it very much.
Yeah, and
we made national news with this hat.
I saw that. Yeah. So again, that's another community outreach right here. That our brand is nationwide right now because of you and the things that you do, and the involvement that you have in the community too. So
yeah, at the fair, I had one of your new officers who I haven't met yet. She was standing there and she kind of pointed at me and pointed at the hat, and there's somebody said, "Oh, that's Eddie," and she's like, "Oh, okay, that's Eddie."
Yeah, see?
Now I know who that is.
See, you're known around town just by your first name. That's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And hopefully one day you can do a documentary on yourself and all the great work that you do in the community.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Dino's pretty cool. He's a cool dude. Alright, let me see if I can find that last one, and then we're gonna go, because I gotta go finish my breaks. Come on, back up. Oh, I gotta go here. That's right. I gotta go here again. Let me find this last one, because I know it's on here somewhere. Because you guys are gonna like it. It's gonna show you exactly what the PD does when they have their, Oh, you guys get to actually see all my hidden videos, too, that haven't been up yet. Like, how many different takes Ben... Oh, you guys, somebody mentioned this the other day. So you can see how many times Ben's like, "Hey, can you change this just a little bit? You want to watch how to shop like a liberal?"
When I got extra time to kill, sometimes I go by my favorite liberal stores to do a little shopping. Sometimes I'll even wear my tie-dye piece shirt just to screw with their heads a little bit. I like to go up and down every row and try to make sure I'm extra nice to the employees and the guests. Have a MAGA day. Good to see you guys. I don't always like burning extra fossil fuels, but when I do, it's to drive to liberal stores. Every now and then, I like to shop and pretend I'm a liberal and think, I know I could pay less for this, but it just makes me feel better than you. You know, you could spend less money going to other grocery stores, but when you come to these expensive liberal stores, it just makes you feel better than everyone else. And that's what liberalism's all about anyways, isn't it? You know, the coolest thing about going to these stores that the left would make you believe are just totally lib havens I always meet patriots. You came walking up to me, ma'am. What was your name? Hattie. And what did you say?
I said, I like your shirt and your hat.
The moral of the story is, be proud to be American. Stand up, but don't let the left intimidate you. The worst I got at all those places was some ugly looks by some ugly-hearted people. But the vast majority was positive feedback.
MAGA.
Yeah, MAGA.
Okay, I did that one. Figured you guys would like that one. Panda, stop licking me, mama. Let's see. Where are you? So much of Ben stuff in here still. Like, these are only part of the freaking things that, you know, Ben would have me do a video over like 15, 20 times. Here it is. Here it is.
The whole reason why people attend the Citizens Police Academy and that we put it on, it's to connect with the community. It's to educate, to teach, to build a partnership between us and the community. And it's just about being one with the community. That's what's really important here at the Madera Police Department, is that we value and care and love our citizens.
For those people that think police are all bad, I think you should take this class. You get to meet the officers, you get to work with the officers. So why not come on down and take the Citizens Police Academy number 11?
Oh my goodness. Why did I take the class? I took the class because I love community service and I want to get more involved in our community, and I thought, what a better way to get to know the community than to get to know its police department.
And the whole reason they're doing this is because they're trying to educate the community about the police department and their environment, that stuff we can do, and tell other people.
Because I've never done something like this before, and I've seen it on Facebook, and I decided that this is something that I wanted to do for a very long time, and I decided to do it, and I'm so glad that I did.
The main requirement is one, that you live within the city limits of Madera, although we have made exceptions for individuals that do reside in the county and really want to take the course, because we don't want to turn anyone away. And then basically you can't be a convicted felon.
My favorite part of the class, probably a toss-up between driving the cars, which I love to drive and I love to drive fast, and I didn't get a ticket, and I got to do lights and sirens, so that was really cool.
We got to go to the gun range. We got to shoot every single gun they had. Every gun. We got to go to the jail, walk around the jail. We got to play detectives. We sat there and we had a little fingerprint kit.
Honestly, it was the taste. I'm glad it did the taste. Glad it immediately stopped quickly, because I was wrong for looking forward to it, but I did enjoy doing it. There's a bunch. Anyone who signs up for it, you're gonna find 10 different things to love about it, and
that was for my ride along.
About this class.
Favorite part was the gun range. Shooting was awesome, even though the guns left a bruise on my shoulder. And the other best part was driving the cars through the obstacle course.
She beat me, but she cheated.
If I could do that part again, I definitely would. That was the best part.
If you're even thinking about do it. Come down here, because it makes the police department better and it makes the community better by taking the course. It educates both sides. And think about the interaction that you get. You actually get one-on-one time with officers, lieutenants, commanders, and the chief of police. And you can tell them how you feel, how the officers interacted with the public, what changes you would like to see, if any. And if they're doing a good job, you can tell them. It's just, you have front-line, first-hand communication
with your police department. So please get involved. Come in.
Anyone can make one wrong decision, but the police department is here to help us.
It is really, really good. It's really fun. I enjoyed every minute of it. And the food is fantastic.
Sal's Mexican restaurant. We had the Chicos. We had pizza. We had Panchitos tacos. We had Panchitos tacos twice. It was so good.
All I care about the food.
Burgers made by officers. We had everything. The food is amazing.
Life is short. Do the class. It's great. It's 13 weeks, but you would love it, and you're gonna love it. And if I could take the class again, I would, but they say that we can't.
To answer your question about someone taking the class, do it. Don't wait. There's just so much in life people just wait for. Just do it. Sign up. Hurry up and do it. If for some reason you miss this class, do it and sign up for the next one. You're missing out on an exciting thing that you can do with a spouse, your brother, or just going out and meeting your own community. Just do it.
Whoa, I gotta get that out of there. There you go. Oh, wait, we forgot to see Ben because Ben's at the border today. But yeah, that was awesome. If you guys have that in your area, take that class. I mean, just getting to go shoot all their guns, that's the best part. Let's see what's going on today down at the border, because he's at the border today.
So just another spot. We've got all kinds of footage we're going to be uploading later. We had a cartel member, drug coyote / drug runner, we're not exactly sure, on the New Mexico side, saying that he made some phone calls saying he had some white boys on the other side calling the cartel to come over. We're going to be showing that footage. We also got footage. We were there live as the coyotes smuggled a woman and 2 children across. We're going to be posting that footage as well. But I just wanted to bring you to another one of these spots where they've dumped their gear, and I just want to show you. We're right here just outside of Brownsville, and you can see right over here, that is the Rio Grande River. Right there, they come up. We've got a vehicle parked over there right now. Sometimes they fish, sometimes they do other things. And here, you can see here, they come across on the raft like we got footage of. They come right over here, and then they just dump all of their gear. You'll see underwear and shirts and all kinds of stuff. This garbage here, yeah, I saw that back there. Garbage, and here, plastic bags. Now, these black plastic bags are what they keep their other clothes in that they don't want to get wet. They keep dry. They change into those clothes, and then they go into America. One of the things, there's so many things to talk about. One of them is, where are the environmentalists on all this? You know, the people that are shutting down our industries, that attack people, that say, you know, we've got a radical environmental policies for the environment. Where are they in all of this? I mean, they should be showing this to you. All of the garbage. And the entire border is like this. This is not a unique location. We've got a cell phone charger from people. We got maxi pads, all kinds of feminine hygiene products, underwear. And I want to show you this over here, where they've actually gone and hung their clothes up as a marker, or come over here just to show you what this looks like. So they just come out over here, but we've got all of this garbage just left. And the thing that's the most frustrating to me is we're down here showing you this. We come down here, and in some cases, not to overinflate it or to use hyperbole, but sometimes we're putting our life in danger. Going up, when I show you the footage that we got today with the cartel member, he was on the phone with them. They don't want you to see this. The cartels don't want you to see this. The question I have is, and what irritates me, is we have leftists in America, these so-called journalists, that are ignoring what's really happening, or even worse, they're lying about it. They're lying about what's truly happening down here. The level of human trafficking. They're saying what I report, and many others on our site are reporting about the human trafficking and the cartel activity, is conspiracy theory. They use words like that. Ask a Border Patrol agent. Ask an ICE official. The stories, the truth of what's happening is even worse than you can imagine.
What is happening to these children, what is happening to these people that are being brought over, and what some of the people that are coming over are doing to these children, what they're doing to America is worse than you can imagine. I don't make this up. I ask the questions. I bring my camera. So for those leftist media outlets out there that are trying to attack the work that we're doing, guys, bring it on. You're trying to claim things that it's made up. Bring it on. We have the video evidence. That's why we come down here. I get video evidence. I bring you to the places like this. That's Mexico right there. This is America. We're on a Border Patrol road right here. God bless our Border Patrol. We bring you here, and I talk to them. And what the Border Patrol tells me, how many children are being recycled, that are being used by the cartel, sold by the cartel, that are being sold to men to cross the border, and what those men are doing to them, and the stories they can't tell you for privacy issues with these children, but the stories that the children are telling. Each one of these facilities has a child psychologist there. The stories that are being told to these child psychologists, and what I'm hearing from them off the record, anonymously, saying that these kids they have experienced so much trauma that they cannot be incorporated into our society the way they are. And now we're talking about kids that were involved in rapes, that were involved in murders, that have been part of the cartel. You know, when they say that these are kids in cages when it was President Trump, now they're saying, oh, it's these kids that are whatever, you know, the new made-up term that they use to make it sound better under Biden and the Democrats. A lot of these kids, you go down to Guatemala, a lot of these kids have been involved with the gang since they were 10, 11, 12 years old. This is a mentality in some of these countries where murder is normal. You look at Guatemala, a country where 95% of the murders go unsolved, where cartels and gangs run the country, basically. The corruption runs the country. They don't want to talk about any of that. The root causes of why people are coming here. I get it. If your country sucks, I get it. If I lived in that country and I had an opportunity to get my family out of that situation, I would do everything that I possibly could to protect my family. But everything that was going on here, everything that the left is doing, supporting these open border policies, is only putting more children in danger, is only exacerbating the problem down here. And instead of actually calling out the truth and calling out the monsters that are doing this to these people and to these children, they're attacking people that are reporting on it and reporting accurately. They're protecting the leftist organizations who are aiding and abetting the cartels. Anybody who supports open borders, any of these leftist organizations who are set to make billions of dollars, by the way, that are supporting open borders are simply supporting the cartels and human trafficking. That is the truth. Share this video. Thumbs up on this video. Tell America the truth. Tell the world the truth. This has been Burquam, Real America's Voice News. One more stop. We're going to continue to bring it to you. Stay tuned, guys. We're in Brownsville right now. We're going to be heading McAllen, Laredo, Eagle Pass, and then ultimately all the way across the border back to California. God bless you guys.
Alright, and so Ben is not joking. When he tells you the stuff that there's so much stuff that we can't even show that we do. I mean, hold on, let me go to my Google Drive. If I show you my Google Drive and you just see how many videos Ben will send me to edit and to put into this stuff, and how much of it I just can't use because it's shit that's just like that we just can't do. Let's see, is it under this one? Let's see. Alright, hold on. How do I put you back on here? I mean, look, I got 7.8 terabytes used of footage, right? This is just these are just the folders that the stuff's in, right? But I mean, it's just non-stop videos. Just non-stop videos of stuff I can't even show you guys, right? A lot of this stuff, you know, Ben said, you know, we can't even show because it's like Border Patrol that are giving us information, right? I mean, look how many videos of this stuff that Ben just gives me. And it's just so much stuff. You know, I mean, we have We have Border Patrol talking to us. See, what this guy said right here. I couldn't show you guys in the video. I can explain to you. I had to take what this guy said, and then I had to go and try and show it without telling you what this officer said to me or said to us. You know. So it's just crazy. It's just crazy. And there, see. You know why Ben doesn't wear his hat hardly anymore? Because he had to buy a new one because he gave me his. But I mean, it's just so much stuff. Just so much stuff that we can't even show you. I mean, look, I still have videos going, right? And so you guys wonder why it takes, like, Ben's like, Eddie, how come it takes you so long to edit this video for me? Well, look how many videos I have to watch and go through every single time, right? Like, some of the stuff these people said he didn't want me to show. Let's see what this is. Like, here's people cross. Oh, this is when Ben and them stopped them at the border. Jen got in trouble for this video.
No. This is not a port of entry. You can't come in here. Tell them you can't. They don't have a right to just walk in here. They're poor and they don't know.
We understand that.
We understand that, but
You can't come in this way.
they're breaking the law.
Señor, diciéndole majaderías también.
No.
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 Son pobres, ¿por qué le están gritando a los señores?
No.
Por aquí no se puede entrar, están entrando ilegalmente.
No.
Esta no es entrada.
Right.
Ask him if that's his.
Ask him where the wife is.
¿Dónde está la esposa?
Ask him where the wife is. Ask him where the wife is.
¿Dónde está la esposa?
No. Where's the madre?
No, Eddie, here, stand by
Where's
side.
the madre?
Eddie, get by my side.
Where's the madre?
Back.
Where's the madre? Where's the niña's madre?
No.
Where?
It's all men. It's all men.
All men,
All men with kids.
All men with kids.
Están entrando ilegalmente.
Where's the mothers?
It's all men with
Where's
kids,
the
guys.
madre?
¿Dónde están las mujeres?
Where is the madre? Is this your papa? Is this your papa? You know him? How do you say you know him? ¿Es tu papá? Where's your mama?
All these young girls and there's all men.
No conocemos, no conocemos. Va a disculpar, no conocemos. No, ninguno, ninguno.
All men.
No sé quién. Somos todos.
Is this your dad? Padre? ¿Tu padre? ¿Sí?
Ella es mi
You
hija.
sure?
Ella es mi hija.
Guys,
Por favor.
You notice how it's all men though.
this is guys.
And there it is, the
This
invasion.
is the invasion right here.
Shame on
This
you.
is
Fleta! You don't belong here.
this is it right here.
Come on. Look at him.
Nope.
Look at him. They
Disobeying
push right
Americans,
past us.
disobeying
We
the
don't have
law.
the legal right to detain them. We don't have the legal right to touch them. We don't have the legal right to
Guys, this is
stop
like
them
40 of them.
here. Right? We don't have the right to do anything to protect our country.
Get out!
This is our country. Look at him, guys. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Run, run, run. Here comes Uber.
Here comes Uber. Trying to go.
So that's what it's like down there, guys. And this video was 2019. No. Was it 2019? No, it was 2019 though, I think. So yeah. That's how crazy. That's just some of the stuff I see at the border, guys. You just don't even know what Ben sees and Ben sends me, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Oh my freaking gosh. I mean, look at that. It's all kids, right? Every man had a kid there. You're telling me that every single person that comes from Mexico or from another country has a kid and they're bringing their kid? Just a man, no women. There was only what, one woman in that whole entire group? That's not their parents. They're sold to the they're sold to the cartel, or the cartel steals the kids and then goes and and uses them as their you know, you pay $10,000 to go get over there or to get across the border, and what they do is they give you a kid and say, well, because if you have a family and you have a kid with you, you get to go faster. That's why President Trump separated the men from the kids, not to be a freaking dick. He did it because those are probably not their kids. What they did is they separated them until they could do a DNA test to make sure that that's really the parent, right? To make sure that's really the parent, and because most of these kids are abused, and you know, it's sad what these kids go through. Like you saw Ted Cruz talking about earlier, when these kids are used every day and they're so traumatized, you can't just put them into a normal school. You have to put them in a special school because they're so traumatized. You even touch them and they're afraid they're gonna get molested, or you know, I mean, it's disgusting. It's disgusting at that freaking border. You know what? But yeah, let's just let them all in, right? Let's just let them all in. That's why you need the freaking wall, because it's a lot harder to drag a kid over a 20, 30-foot wall, right? I don't know. Let's see if Ben has any more videos from today that we can show, because I know I'm allowed to show his videos, because I used to edit all of his videos, right? Let's see what's going on here. Oh, he's got the person.
So you can see here, there's this little raft. He had just come down. There's actually two of them, two coyotes. That splash you see in the background, that's actually, there's a couple people fishing with nets. But he comes down, he's got the raft. There's a woman and two children, puts them in the raft, takes them over to the U.S. side. That was on the Mexico side.
Oh, shit, sorry.
Now he jumps back in the raft, this cartel coyote. And again, the only people that bring people across are the cartels. They can see here, there's this little raft. He had just come down. There's actually two of them, two coyotes. That splash you see in the background, that's actually, there's a couple people fishing with nets. But he comes down, he's got the raft. There's a woman and two children, puts them in the raft, takes them over to the U.S. side. That was on the Mexico side. Now he jumps back in the raft, this cartel coyote. And again, the only people that bring people across are the cartels. They control the border on the Mexico side. Now he's heading back, ends up back on the Mexico side. Zoom in here so you get a little better shot of him. And then he reunites with his cartel coyote buddy. Here, we're going to call him Candy Cane. On the Mexico side, they grab the raft and take it back up, climb back up the mountain, put it back in their truck, and they're off to go grab another group of illegals to bring them back across the border. This is happening all day. This is one point, one location on a 2,000-mile long border. A few minutes later, Border Patrol showed up down the road. We went back down there to see him apprehend this woman and two small children. The worst part about this is just what Sheriff Wilmot of Yuma County said. Border Patrol has become Uber for the cartels, and it's a shame. Now, the fake news media doesn't want you to see that. They don't want you to know this is happening. This is one point. There are thousands of people coming across. The detention centers are overflowing, and it's because of Democrat leftist policies that are inviting people to our country. They have to be exposed, and this has to stop. And the leftist fake news media that's protecting them and lying for them, they need to be exposed too. Stay tuned for much more. Ben Berquam, Real America's Voice News and Frontline America, taking you to the places that matter to America.
Let's see if he has another one. That's half hour long. Let's watch this one.
Just came across. Yeah, that's tracks right there. That's a big drop too. Oh, people pumping here, bro. They're big time. So that's Mexico. China over there? That's Mexico, guys. Right there. It's the Rio Grande. It's a little bigger here than in El Paso. China down over here? I wonder if this is an overhang right here. You see right over here? See that light? Oh yeah, you can tell, dude. Oh yeah. That's well traveled. So here you go. Let me take your light. Dude, you know they just hang out right here on this ledge. Oh, it's perfect right here for them to hide. Yeah, all of this, man. Here you go.
All right. Location 1. Yeah, dude, it's like they bedded down. I know. And move over here, Anthony. Bring the light over here. That sounds like something's back in over here. Check it out in the reeds. Hey, bring it over here real quick, Anthony. That's where I heard something down that road. Yeah. It could just be the wind too. Sure sounds like somebody's in there.
There was an animal staring right at us.
Right there?
Yeah, right there, exactly where I'm pointing. Its head went down, dude. That's crazy.
Hey, bring it over here real quick. Because this is the draw they'd go up.
They all come up and right here. Fucking up high.
Yeah. And then shine it back there, you can show the fence. All the way back over there, fence is way off in the distance. I didn't see it at night. Can you shine it on there? Or is that right against that? Alright, let's roll. A bunch of crap left down there. Hit it down here. Bunch of stuff left down in the little draw right there. Alright, let's roll. This is sketchy. So the river is right off to our right. And now this little dirt road, super sketchy. Am I heading out? Where am I going? Left?
It takes us straight to the river again.
Dude, it's so easy to hide up in this, or this wooded area. I mean, it's like super dense. Oh my gosh, that's dense.
But look at all the paths are all beaten down from where people crossing illegally.
Did you guys just see that owl fly in front of them?
Crazy, bro.
This is Ben Berkwam, Will Johnson, and Anthony Agüero for y'all.
So we're down here on a levee right by the Rio Grande River right in Brownsville, and went down right to the river, crossed over where the wall is, and went down there. And we've been out here for at least 20 minutes, and not a single Border Patrol agent.
And I mean, we've been moving around. It's not like we've just been stagnant in one location. We've been all over this little area, and not once have we even seen a flashlight of a Border Patrol agent coming out here, which that just leads me to believe that this is all orchestrated in this fashion, as our Border Patrol agents are being pulled off the line to assist with these migrant children. Our country is being inundated by individuals that have already been previously deported, and by drugs that are coming in across this southern border, guys.
Well, we've
it's
already,
unbelievable.
like, I've interviewed a bunch of Border Patrol agents, and they all say the same thing. They're overwhelmed right now. They've got, they're pulled to all of these locations where you've got so-called, unaccompanied minors that a lot of the times are being smuggled across, and these so-called families coming over for asylum. And what they're really doing is the cartel's using them as a distraction. And we've seen it right here where we're driving. Nothing. No Border Patrol presence at all. And it's like middle of the night where we just drove up right to the river. You could have simply taken a little boat and gone across. That's sketchy, man. That's super sketchy. I'll just flip this camera so you can see. Yeah, this is where we're at. Oh, finally got a Border Patrol. All right, finally got Border Patrol. I'm gonna pull over for him.
hauling ass too.
Yeah, he's coming.
Alrighty, guys. So a little bit from the border. Frickin' maybe one day I can get Ben to call in. He's always so busy though. Like if I called him right now, he's probably eating ice cream. I always mess with Ben. When you're rooming with him, every night. That's the problem when you room with Ben. He gets ice cream every night and then he shares it with everybody. And that's why you see me getting fatter. And that's actually why, look at Ben. Look how big he's getting. It's because he eats that ice cream every night before bed. He needs to start doing the Johnny Yuma diet. Anyways, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I got to go finish my breaks real quick. And freaking trash day. I got to go take out the trash too. So, but thank you, Julie, for what you hooked me up with there. And I really appreciate it. But yeah, the border is sad. I mean, if I could, I showed you a video that wasn't bad from one of my secret videos that Ben sends me. If I could show you the videos that I have to watch through and try and edit videos for Ben, which I don't do anymore. At least he hasn't asked me, but it's rough editing videos for Ben. I mean, it's really rough. You don't even understand the shit that I gotta watch. And the shit, and it's even worse for Ben, because think about it, Ben's actually there filming it. So, you know, just YouTube won't let us play some of this stuff. Maybe when I start up my own website and stuff, we can play it there. Who knows? I'll have to talk to Ben about it. But anyways, guys, I gotta go do my breaks. So, take out the trash and take care of the big monster over there, and then the beast, and all the other brats. So, I hope you guys have a good night. And don't get strange animals stuck in my head. Drunk uncle, you suck. Alright, guys. I'm going to... Relaxing night. I can't have a relaxing night. I got to go finish my breaks. And hopefully I got the right part this time. So, alright, guys.